Hi, I'm Miles Weston.
And I'm Kerry Phillips.
And this is the Set Piece Podcast,
where we talk about everything to do with football, mental health and well-being. And we have a new guest, a new guest, somebody that's been in the game quite a while, but not necessarily playing football. She's actually the one that's making people be active to play football.
Definitely.
Introduce yourself, Alison.
So hi, I'm Ali. I'm a physio for Cray Wanderers at the moment. That's over in the Isthmian League and non-league football.
Wow, them sort of introductions there. And you've got a whole load of different clubs that we'll go into a bit more.
We'll be here for an hour. Yeah. I'm like a physio journeyman.
Well, the good news for you is that we've got an hour and a half.
Perfect.
So
we can avoid the quiz, it'd be great.
No. Yeah, you've got to beat this guy over here. You definitely got to beat this guy over here.
It's not going to happen. I don't want to upset you guys.
So talk to us. Tell us what you're doing at the moment. What you're doing outside of work, outside of football, I should say. Yeah. Okay,
so outside of football, I'm a bit boring. I work as a physiotherapist as well. So I work in the NHS in probably specialist rehab, best way to put it. So intermediate care. So with elderly patients, which is really a weird thing, like football and frailty.
Yeah.
But actually, a lot of footballers are quite frail, so it makes sense really. But yeah, essentially, I work as a specialist physio, getting people back walking again after being unwell, sort of giving them their lives back, doing a lot of that sort of stuff. So yeah, really wholesome.
How long have you been doing that for?
Oh, a physio?
Yeah.
About 17 years.
17 years.
Give or take.
And how did you get into that? Before we go into how did you get into physiotherapy for football, did you do that before you got into physiotherapy for football?
No, same time.
Same time. Okay,
yeah.
so what was the reason for you going into that direction?
So physiotherapy. So it started when I was about 15.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a sad story with a great ending. So my grandfather was from St Lucia and he had a stroke when he went home to St Lucia.
Right.
Came home walking. I was like, Granddad, why are you walking? Sort of thing. As a young child. And he was like, I had input and rehab back home. He was put it back home, and he said that I had physio. I was like, what's that? I said, looked it up in the old. I'm that old. Had a careers library. Get a book out. There was no ChatGPT to ask. What's a physio? No, go to the physiotherapy section, and I thought, this is a great job. What's this about? And I loved football. I loved being active. I loved doing PE, but I just thought this is something I could put together here, like being helpful and being empathetic and helping people and supporting people to get better and have football involved. I thought, great, I'm not getting kicked on the pitch and I get to be a physiotherapist.
Right.
So archaeology was out the window at that point. No more dinosaurs and bones and pottery and ancient Greece. That was done. It was like, I'm going to be a physio. So then from 15, I was like hyper-focused on being a physiotherapist. So it's really weird for a little girl in a girls' school in South London, right?
What did you want to be before that? Do you remember?
Footballer, archaeologist. Preferably both.
Footballer.
I used to really like Jurassic Park and Indiana Jones growing up.
Right.
I'm showing my age again a little bit. But I used to love Indiana Jones. I was like, I'm going to go down and find the Temple of Doom and run away from boulders and stuff. And now I run away from Big G.
Big G. We'll get onto that later on about their gods as well.
What club do you support, if you don't mind me asking?
I think it's going to go down badly. It's West Ham.
No, you're right.
You're in our ends at the minute, so be very careful. I'll put out the bat signal for West Ham fans when I come.
How did that come about?
How did it come
was
about?
it family that support West Ham?
Yeah, so my mum and dad, they used to live in East. They lived around the corner in like Isle of Dogs, Stepney Way. So that's why I know this area relatively well. My family live around there still.
Yeah.
So they moved to the better side river. Me, which is great news for me because I was born in South. But essentially, my uncle's a mad West Ham fan.
Right.
And I used to be, when I was, again, showing my age, one more time for everybody in the back of the room. I'm not 25 anymore. But I used to love Dave Beckham growing up. Nuts about him. As every girl was, and boy probably in the whole country. And my uncle went, take kids to Man United versus West Ham. And it was the 5-3 game. When Man United won 5-3. Beckham scored a free kick. It was mad. And I just fell in love with West Ham immediately.
Serious.
He went, club shop, full kit. We'll get you home.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
My poor dad's a Spurs fan, by the way.
Oh,
and he went,
wow.
What? And I was going, I am, singing bubbles around the house, blowing bubbles, I had everything. And
how did that go down? Yeah, that car.
He took it on the chin. I think he knew that the glory, because he looks like Glenn and that, and the glory of Tottenham probably gone up. They've done really well last season, so I'll give him his big up, Dad. But maybe not as glorious since then. But he took it on the chin.
Do you know?
I mean, it could have been Arsenal, couldn't it? Bless him. I'd have been out of the house immediately.
But, do you know what I was going to say? Do you know, like, so many people, I don't understand this, how the child don't support the same team as the dad. I get your story, because obviously you explained it, but there's a lot of people that don't support the same club as their dad, you know?
I've got to be honest with you.
I swear.
If I have a child, and my child decides to support
Another team.
It's I don't know what.
Yeah.
Nah.
There's a lot. I'm telling
know.
you.
I think I know you support. I'm not going to say it out loud.
Yeah.
But would you not deny them any glory though? Like they could go and support somebody who was winning a bit at a time.
Let me touch on this.
Yeah, go on.
I
Be
don't
controversial.
Listen, I don't support no one.
Yeah.
I don't support no one. Wait. I don't support no one.
You don't.
My wife supports Arsenal. My kids will never support Arsenal.
Yeah, you see? That's you know what, that's a whole new pod in itself.
Listen,
Just give them a little chance at
but
life,
do you know?
bless
But
them,
can
man.
I say something? The
Yeah.
reason why, not because of Arsenal, but I want them to win stuff. No disrespect.
Yeah.
No disrespect. But the club that my sons support, they've won already. If I had made them support Arsenal, they wouldn't have won nothing.
Next
So-
season,
so
mate, it's
basically-
coming
Do you know
your
what I'm
way.
trying to say?
Next
See,
season.
this is the problem with fans. Yeah? This is the difference between fans and supporters. Yeah? Like so are you basically saying those that support the likes of, let's say for example, I don't know, maybe a QPR, maybe somebody that supports the Wolverhampton Wanderers, they're not supposed to support their club because of the fact that they're not winning anything?
No, can I say something?
Is
But
that what we're saying here?
I'm saying
This podcast is getting
I
cancelled.
like that I've created a bit of drama.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I'm
saying-
enjoying this now.
Sorry, Ali.
It's all
But
right.
this
Do
is
it,
what I'm
man. Do it.
saying.
Get out-
This
get
is
out
what I'm
system.
saying. As she said, they need to experience trophies.
They need to experience resilience. That's what kids need to. That's what kids need to experience.
No, they need to win. They need to win, innit?
Resilience.
Oh.
Okay, so you now we've gone that route. I want to cut this off. Anyway.
You know
everybody
we've
else.
got-
I'll see
No,
you
you
next
got-
week.
you triggered me, you
We know
triggered
we've
me.
got him.
I
We've
got
got
him
him.
immediately. You can't even nibble that badly.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I finished badly last year as well. I don't have much on anybody.
Yeah, it's fine. No, it's
Oh,
fine.
but
It's
the year
cool.
before you got a trophy.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I mean, and a World Cup apparently, you know. So we'll take that too.
Everyone's got jokes. Everyone's got jokes. It's fine. It's fine.
Declan's all right though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
Declan.
Declan.
Yeah,
Yeah, welcome.
Thanks for Declan.
Welcome, man.
Thanks for Declan. So in terms, so
Look after him, please.
Oh,
He's
we
an
will.
angel.
Don't you worry about that. We've got him off price. We'll look after him. We'll look after him. So a question I wanted to ask you is that, so from your transition, you wanted to obviously go into, you went into physiotherapy. What was the first club that you was at? Was it Greenwich Borough?
It was
Okay.
back in the day.
So
yeah.
how did that come around?
It was a very tricky story. So I love football. So as soon as I had the opportunity to go and shadow a physio in football, I grabbed it with both hands. So I got into university at 18.
Yeah.
And a bit, by 19, I was already shadowing, seeing what physios did in football, and just
Okay.
absolutely loving my life. And
Is that at uni? You was
yeah, I was shadowing already. Like,
Oh,
because I
wow.
was like, I have to not. I'm one of those sort of people that I have to know what I'm doing. I have to be organised. I have to have an idea of what's going to happen next.
So can I go back one
course.
step? Sorry. So when you was at uni, did they offer you clubs
No.
to go and
No,
shadow?
not at all. So at uni, I'm a physiotherapist. So there's
Yeah.
you may if anybody's in sports therapy, you may find a different. But physiotherapists don't like being anywhere near physiotherapists who work in non-football or sports settings.
Yeah.
Don't like to be associated with them. They're like, you know what, we're physiotherapists, we're medical, we're in hospital, we're saving
Yeah.
lives, we're doing all
Yeah.
that jazz, we're in ER. Like,
Okay.
which is great. It's
Yeah.
amazing. But they think they get a bit touchy around coming in and being a masseuse. We're not
okay.
masseuses. That's their viewpoint.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
therefore they don't go anywhere near football. They're like, no, you're going to be a proper physio. You're going to go and learn your stuff, and then go and work in a hospital and change lives.
Right.
I think you can do both in both settings, but that's a different story for a really
Yeah.
different day. But essentially, at night, I was like, I love football. I want to go and work in football. To do that, I've got to network and get to know people.
Right.
And as a
okay.
young, I'm a girl, right? It's a really
Yeah.
disadvantage. I was like, cool,
Yeah.
let's build this.
Yeah.
Let's try and learn that into my advantage. So
Yeah.
my brother had a problem in his knee when he was quite young. He's my younger brother.
Yeah.
And he went to go and see a physio. And my dad was like, oh, my daughter wants to be a physio. Can she come and shadow you? Straight in. He was a football physio. He's probably an old school sponge man rather than a physiotherapist.
Yeah.
But he was involved in football.
Yeah.
So, I was
Yeah.
attached to his hip forever.
Wow.
So he's my mentor now. So Alex is an
brilliant.
amazing man. Like, I can't big him up
Big
enough.
up
Big up Alex,
Big
man.
up- big up
Yeah.
Alex.
Shout
Honestly,
out
I hope
Alex.
he's listening upstairs because
Yeah.
he's given me everything I am today. So then
Yeah.
I got to about 20 and I'm still not qualified, bear in mind. So I'm still coming towards my final year in university, about to qualify. And he said, come to this, come meet me at, do you know if you know Mottingham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
SE9.
Yeah.
He said,
Yeah.
come meet me in Mottingham. He said,
Yeah.
which is where I lived at the time with my
Yeah.
parents. He said, we're going to go and shadow a team. We're going to go and do some physio for them. Their physio's not turning up tonight. I said, cool,
Okay.
thanks, Alex, man. I'll turn up there. I'm sitting there. Alex is late. He's never late. So I'm thinking, what's going on there? Like, so I get a phone call about a minute from the team turning up and saying like, hey, Al, I just found this team for you. You're ready to do this. This is your team now. I've told them you're going to look after them. off you go.
Wow.
Good luck.
I love that.
Puts the phone down.
I love
And I
that.
went,
I
what,
love
bruv?
that.
Like, what are we doing here? I was like, this is mad. And before I had time to run away, which is what I wanted to do, the team turn up, a load of Bermondsey boys. So they're all Millwall boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And I thought, now I can't run away. So now I've got to front up.
Yeah.
Right, I'm now their physio.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Wow.
And how did that go? How the first day? Like, how did it go for you?
I just had a really good game face. I think I just like I must have been terrified, but I just went like, oh cool man, I got to do this, right? I got to put game face on, get on with it, man. Like you're gonna earn your stripes today.
100%.
That's what
You're
I'm
gonna
talking
learn
about.
today, Al.
That's what I'm talking about with resilience.
Yeah, that man taught me hard,
Yeah.
and he said to me hindsight, so like you would never would have left me. You would have been under my wing forever. You never, ever would have left me.
Do you know what's so beautiful about that is the fact that somebody was willing to pass the baton on.
100%.
Or fed up with me.
And do you know what it is as well? Even what I can relate to in that is being in a football environment. We have loads of like interns that come in.
Yeah.
And obviously around the first team and come in to shadow other physios.
Yeah.
And it's not easy for them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
even when with her saying that she went and done it by herself, that's why I wanted to know how you did, because it's getting to know the players. People that players are particular with certain things. Players are used to certain people doing a certain way.
Yeah.
So if a new physio comes in, like it is very intimidating. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So like, well done
I think
to you.
The only
for
good
getting
thing
through
was
that.
they were all about my age.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like they were like
right.
sort of very much peers at that time in hindsight, and they were a team that had come through from in hindsight youth. They've been together since they were like 10,
all
and
the
the
way
manager was
through,
one of their dads, and it
Yeah.
was like, and that man took me on like his daughter. Honestly, that man would drive me around. He lived in Bermondsey, and I lived in, well, what would have been Time Nottingham.
Yeah.
And he'd drive me home from games,
Right.
home games in Bermondsey,
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah.
back to where I lived,
Oh, big
because
him
he'd
up
worry
as well,
about
man.
me going home on my own.
100%. Big him up as well,
Like,
man.
That's Steve Ferguson and Billy Wharton.
Well done,
Right,
Steve.
yeah.
And
Love
honestly,
that.
man, like the two of them were like my dads. And I think I needed that in hindsight, like a little bit of
That's
support.
amazing.
Before I went into the next level of non-league, which is
Yeah.
you're a physio,
Yeah.
why aren't you doing this? You know,
Yeah.
but like they were so supportive.
No, that's
So I learnt on the job, and they gave me space to learn
Yeah.
and support. And the boys were good as gold with me as well, like very respectful.
Yeah.
So roughly, how many years ago was this then?
About 17, yeah.
About 17
I'm
years ago.
37 now, so,
Okay. So about
I'm
17
20.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that time there, the women game wasn't as prominent or anything like that back then. Was there any? Did you experience anything of where it's like, not negativity, but like kind of what's the word? A bit like distance, like
Yeah, I
what
think
are you doing
it
here?
wasn't so much in my team. I think
Yeah.
like immediately they were quite brotherly. So
Yeah.
immediately I felt very comfortable in that team.
Yeah.
And I said that peers and age group, and they kind of, I think they were kind of like a team, a bit like I don't know, like the Green Rovers. Like they turned up like a comic book team. They've all went together. They've gone to
Yeah.
non-league, and they're
Yeah.
always happy to be there. And they're happy they got a physio.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
at that time, Greenwich Borough wasn't a money club. I know it became that.
Okay.
I wasn't there for that time, sadly,
Yeah.
but they wasn't that. They were like, none of them were getting paid.
Right,
They were all
okay.
there for bants.
Yeah.
They were just happy I was there.
Yeah.
And I was getting it right a lot of the time because
Yeah.
like, I was just learning on the job quite quickly. But I think when I left that bubble, I found out that it was different. Does that make
Okay.
sense? Like I
Yeah.
found out I was a bit of an anomaly. So at the time in that league, so we've been in the old school Kent league, so Skeffels
okay.
now.
Yeah.
There were no girls. Maybe one girl with Donna at Fisher.
Yeah.
But that was it.
Right.
And it was full of sponge men who, like, unlike my Alex, were not quite as kind and gentle and loving as Alex. They were a bit
yeah.
more like, hello, cupcake, can I help you?
Yeah.
You can, but I'm fine. He's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm like, get out of the way, I'll help you. I'll let a man do it, it's fine. And
Right.
eventually, like, I just thought, you know what? Like, I could have given up. I thought, you know what, man, I'm going to show you. Like, trust.
That's
I'll
brilliant.
I'll
That's
like
brilliant.
man you if I have to.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
You know, man,
That's
like
brilliant.
that's the Caribbean stubbornness of the Irish integrity. Maybe I
Yeah.
don't know if my mix. Like,
Yeah.
I've always been brought up just to work harder. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, they don't believe in me. Cool, I'll just work harder.
Yeah.
You're better footballer than me. Cool, I'll just work harder.
Yeah. I
That
love
bit,
that.
that bit I can control, right?
Yeah,
That bit
yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I can't
love
not be
it.
a girl, right? I can't not be
yeah.
a girl. But you know what? There's things that girls bring to the table that boys don't particularly have as their strengths. Fine,
Yeah.
I'll show you
Yeah.
my strengths then.
Yeah. 100.
And they're not here no more, right?
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And you're still
Exactly.
and then from Greenwich, like where you made the transition, was it to Fisher?
Yes.
Right. So how hard or difficult was that to move on, because you said that was kind of like your foundation?
Easy peasy. My manager went to Fisher.
Perfect.
Wait, I left with my gaffer, man.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
as soon as he went there,
There's a pattern coming, you'll see
yeah.
it.
Okay. This is brilliant. And what was Fisher like then?
More organised club. I think
Yeah.
they were a bit more. They were at Dulwich Hamlet at the time, which was to me was like
Yeah.
a Wembley.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, I'm at the Hamlet.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
brilliant. So a bit more organised. Different kind of players coming in, and maybe expected a bit more. I was seeing more probably qualified physios on the sides. Again, not females.
Yeah.
But I just like to sort of. I feel like I could do this. Like
Yeah.
I'm getting this right. Maybe it's not luck.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just I'm just good at this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm still right. But yeah, I feel like for me personally, like it was an easy transition. It made sense at the time
Yeah.
because I'm quite loyal at heart. So when manager left, cool, I'm leaving with my gaffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
And then I was thinking, the next step will be pro, right?
Yeah.
That didn't happen. But
Still.
in my head, it was like, this is now another level. I've got a taste for this now. I think it was Sceffel Prem in hindsight. I was like, I
Yeah.
got a taste for this. Next stop, Wembley.
Yeah.
Preferably of West Ham, but basically anyone would take me. I'm being honest at that point in time.
And how
Not
long were
Millwall
you-
though.
You can't. Yeah. You definitely can't do that.
Can't be in that kit.
How,
Would you not go to Millwall if they wanted
No,
you?
I couldn't
Never.
do it. No.
So at that stage, if
No.
Millwall wanted you,
No.
you wouldn't go.
you wouldn't go?
No.
Oh, wow. That's
No.
die
That's
hard
lo-
West
yeah,
Ham,
yeah,
you know?
that's loyal.
That's
That's
die
loyal.
hard West Ham.
I've been tossed out on my backside. I don't want to swear on this podcast.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
lower the tone, but honestly, double quick as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
With a slipper behind me as I left.
So how long were you at Fisher for?
Oh my god, it would have been a couple of years, I think. Then I think a bigger move came, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So the next
Well-
one, the next one got Charlton Academy.
Yeah, so again, it's all kind of parallel. So Charlton would have been, this is what I'm saying about me having a little bit of a dream
Yeah.
starting to pep up a little bit.
Yeah.
So Charlton would have been on Sundays. So I'll be doing Monday, Friday at hospitals. And at that time, I would have been working in probably A&E. So I'd been doing weekends, but shifting my Saturdays around so I could do the football.
Oh my days, I'm forgetting.
Like,
This
I'm
is-
doing
this is
people's
on-
Sundays
yeah,
for them,
this
right?
is-
I'm like helping them
yeah.
out. Like, you know what? I'll call her Linda, do my Saturday for me. I'll do your Sunday for you. So you can go
Yeah.
church still. No
Yeah.
worries, man. I want
Right.
to go football. You
Yeah.
go church, I'll go football. We'll make it
Yeah.
work. It's probably not very frowned upon in the NHS.
Yeah.
But so then I started to thinking like, so one of my guys from university is the Charlton physio. He is still now. He's now the first team physio rather than the academy physio.
Yeah.
He's done great at them. I'm so proud of him. But he was like, we need some sort of part-time covering the kids teams.
Yeah.
I was like, cool, this is my way into a pro club now.
Yeah.
Charlton around the corner. They're
Yeah.
a great club. Love Charlton. So I thought if I go in there, Bob's your uncle. A couple of years, I'll be in the first team. So if I
Right.
get in, I work hard at Charlton. I'll be noticed.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing sessional work really, but it's like under sevens sometimes, which is
Yes.
I don't know if it's physio or not.
So your bread and butter's coming from your 9 to 5 work.
Yeah, 100%. And
NHS.
just supports all this stuff.
So then, with the Saturdays and the Sundays, were you getting paid?
Yeah.
Oh, you.
But
still
like
get-
it was like Sunday, it's sessional work, so you get like pay as you go at Charlton. So
Right,
it'd be like
okay.
if you went to Portsmouth away one day,
Yeah.
you get like a set 30 quid fee.
Okay.
So you're getting, I'm getting pocket,
Okay, you
we call
get-
it pocket
yeah,
money,
yeah, but
right?
you-
We call it
you're
pocket
getting
money,
paid,
but
right.
like the hospital's putting everything else because I'm still not getting paid much. I've never
Yeah.
been getting. Wouldn't have been getting paid at Fisher at all. They were like a
Yeah,
community
that's
club.
what I was- yeah,
so
so-
they'd crashed from the great Fisher Athletic down to where they were.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is really sad. But how they've risen like a phoenix, right? Or like
Yeah.
a fish, I suppose, like a salmon.
Yeah.
Salmons rise, right? Up mountains and stuff.
I think so.
I'm not great with fish. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
about
yeah,
fish,
yeah,
man.
All I know is sea bass.
Yeah. They might jump. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Do they?
I think Salmons
Yeah,
do
sh-
jump.
yeah.
Someone Google that for me while we're doing it. Find out in a minute. I'll let you know in the
We'll let you know in the comments.
yeah.
we'll let you know
in the comments. Any fish people get involved, just let me know.
Somebody's gonna put in some David Attenborough stuff.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
something
David
like
Attenborough,
that.
you can get involved too if you wish to, man.
So the Charlton side of things. So you started to dream.
Yeah, I was like thinking like maybe I'm okay at this. Maybe this is the time because now I'm about 4 years into my football career.
Yeah.
So I'm probably early 20s at this point. I'm
Yeah.
forgetting that because it's so long ago. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe it's time to sort of do a little lunge upwards
Okay.
and try and establish myself a bit higher up because I'm young enough to do something now. Like I'm not, my pride hasn't quite got involved in me yet. It does later on
Yeah.
in my career,
Right.
but at the moment I'm like I'm just gonna do anything I can to work, and I've got that ethic in it of working hard. I'll get there. Cool. I'll go and do hospital work 9 to 5 Monday, Friday. I'll then do Fisher on a Saturday,
Yeah.
whether that's Bognor away,
Yeah.
and then go Pompey at weekend on Sunday with.
So-
And then go football and go working on Monday.
That's what I was gonna say. So you basically was in 7 days a week.
Yeah, man,
No,
easy. Yeah.
no rest.
No
You
rest.
gotta work, man.
I love it, man.
You
I
gotta
love
work.
the dedication because
My
that's
grandfather's worked for me, man. Like I got to work for
Yeah.
them now.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I hear it definitely.
know?
And you know what it is? If you actually got a dream, then sometimes that's
Yeah.
what you got to do, man.
Like,
You know what I
there's
mean?
luck, right? And then you make your own luck. I think in football, it's one of those
Yeah.
rare environments where you make your own luck. If you
Yeah.
work hard enough, that's why you get these minnows beating the big teams sometimes,
Yeah.
right? Because they just
Yeah.
work hard. Maybe it's a bit of luck on the edges and the pitch is bad and that, but no, they worked hard that day.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
turned up
Yeah.
and they believed.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what would you say
Mm.
in terms of I wouldn't say derailed it, because you're starting to dream a little bit from Charlton. What would you say happened? Why
So,
you think?
I think I fell in love is what happened, and I think I fell in love with non-league.
Okay.
In that, I think I had these two like different environments. One where I was like just in charge, it's just me, and I was the boss, and I was managing my own thing, and I'm the masseuse, and I'm the physio, and the time sister. Now it's mum.
Okay.
Occasionally it's nan. I'm being honest. With some of these little ones, I'm gonna.
It's changed now, isn't it? Yeah,
Honestly, man, some of them it is nan, and I'm like, it's depressing me a little
Yeah.
bit. But I'm there. I'm doing all this stuff, and I'm valued, right? I feel like I get that intrinsic value you get from something. And maybe as a female, it's that ability to nurture and to have that side of my character come out. I don't like to admit it very often. I'm never going to admit it again in the podcast, so it's an exclusive. But I love the idea of that nurturing side. Then at Charlton, where I'm just getting called up, told to go to a team, they don't really know me. You're just doing the basics. You're just standing there pitch side, waiting for an injury. If they get hurt, you send them to the other physios who work there full time.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't know if this is a bit of me. I don't like just doing this pitch side stuff. I want to do everything else.
So you basically just felt more valued.
Yeah, and I think that,
Yeah.
and then like, you know what it's like, you keep hearing about people getting jobs at Charlton full time, and I never heard those jobs were coming up. There's no disrespect.
Okay.
We know what's happening. It's people's friends, and like it's a network, and they probably prove themselves better than me at a time. Yeah. And I was sitting there thinking, like, when's my turn? Like, I've worked hard.
You know as well, innit?
Yeah,
like,
but I've worked hard, and I think that I come to a decision that actually, why would I want to go somewhere I'm not valued?
Yeah.
Or that I don't feel that value or that intrinsic love of what I do. I work too hard to not enjoy what I do. That makes sense.
I hear it.
And I thought, you know what, man, maybe like non-league's telling me that they want me. And maybe there's a little niche in here for me. If I work and they want me and I want them and it works, let's make it work together.
Yeah.
And it's blind love, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it grew from like being like, this is a stepping stone to get up higher. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. But honestly, like, I used to look forward to like going to football on a Saturday. In my locker, it's really sad to admit it, but I used to have like a picture of my football team in my locker at work. To remind me why I was doing that overtime, why I was sitting there late and I was having these bad, terrible days at work. And there was one day in the hospital where it's a bit of a traumatic day, so I don't want to just trigger warnings, I might upset people listening to it, but we had a patient die of us. And as a physio, it happened. People from physio to walk people around. Yeah. I used to do like the other stuff, like the chest physiotherapy and the life-saving stuff. And she died, and I was there when she died, and it was a horrible day. But I had training afterwards. Yeah. And I got sort of finished work. I took 3 minutes to just decompress, and then got in my car, drove to training, and after like nothing happened. And those boys, they sound silly, they just didn't care. Like they didn't know it happened. They had live. They were, oh, Ali, I did this today in the building site, and Ali, this happened, and Ali, we've got to play Glebe on Saturday or wherever they were playing. Yeah. And I just thought, you know what, life goes on, man. Like it's not about me. And that's the nature of being a physiotherapist, is that it's not about you. And that sounds weird to say out loud, but like I had a terrible day, and like that's why it kind of fits, because I had a bad day at hospital, footballers pick me up. Bad day at football, hospital picks me up. Like it almost gives you that. I don't know what you'd even call it. Like it gives you like that perspective, I suppose, is what it is, isn't it? That like life, even like despite what happens, life carries on. And Alex died during this time as well, and he had cancer, sadly. And I remember thinking, like, I want to make Alex proud. Yeah. And I think my best chance of doing that was in non-league football. I think I made a very clear decision in my head, like, if I want to make it in football, I think it's non-league.
And do you know what? I think that it's really the reason why we wanted to create this podcast, because I think people really need to understand the community that football brings with people, and it doesn't matter what level that it's at.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't matter whether it's Prem, it doesn't matter whether it's non-league, it doesn't even matter if it's grassroots. Do you know what I mean? Like the fact that you're saying that you could go to training after that.
It's resilience, right? Because no one wants to. Like, it sounds silly. In a hospital, you can't break down every time someone gets unwell, or every bad news you spread, or every patient that gets a bit aggy with you. You can't afford to break down because it's not that environment. And it's important to. It's really important to have feelings and to acknowledge your feelings and to have space to acknowledge your feelings and to say them out loud. But sometimes you've got to just go, you know what? Cool, that's happened. That's bad. Let's make it something positive.
I love.
Like you can't break down pitch side. Like if something bad happens foot side, you've got to go back on that pitch. Like my boys, and I work in men's football, I should say. So I say boys because that's my natural. There's other kinds of football out there in the world, but like my boys need me to be a rock sometimes. I can break down later. That's cool, but they need a rock pitch side. They don't need somebody being faffy.
I'm not gonna lie, I love the attitude, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's so inspiring.
Oh,
I'm
thank
gonna,
you,
I'm gonna be
man.
honest with you, it's inspiring because
Support West Ham, you'd be like it every day. That's where I learnt that from, man.
yeah, like, I think people need to hear this because there's gonna be people that's going through things that when they hear this pod, it's gonna help. So
I
I
hope so,
appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I
It's
think
so inspiring.
You got to have space to acknowledge your feelings, but also acknowledge that you'll grow from it. And like one bad day doesn't mean a bad week, bad year, bad forever.
Yeah,
Let it be a bad day and then move on.
Love it, man.
With support from people around you, innit, man?
Do you know why it's beautiful? Because I look at it from a point of where, like, you know how we live in a like society where we talk about with men, like we're not allowed to be sad. We have to got to suck it up, and like it kind of open your eyes to let you know that women do that as well.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying? Just from you just saying that, like
the world does it, right?
Yeah.
The world carries on, and I know it sounds cruel, but like you're allowed to be sad, but I think you need to acknowledge your sadness. What's in the context of what comes next?
Yeah,
That's what I would call it. Like,
yeah.
so like from that patient that I've had more than one patient die on me. Like, I sound like Harold Shipman. Oh my god! But I've had more than one patient like pass away with me as a physiotherapist in the NHS, and therefore it makes football work light work because you learn how to deal with people, and you learn how to acknowledge it. And you have little ways, and the hospital staff have taught me this of how they get on with it and how they get on to their next shift. And there's not what better for having a senior matron. You have a bad day, you go, here's a sugary tea. What? Go drink it and talk to me after the work. We'll chat later on. Because we have little ways in hospitals of making things better and sort of supporting each other, and because the hospitals are full of trauma.
Yeah,
And it's about how you. And this is, I think, this is where COVID kind of did the dip with us in the NHS. Was that our support networks just disappeared.
Yeah.
So you couldn't go to the pub after have a chat about things, have a giggle about something silly, or talk about whatever they were talking about at Love Island, whatever it might have been. You know, I think it's just like it's the importance of as people allowing ourselves to be sad, but allowing us to move on from it as well.
Yeah.
Having permission to move on from it.
So would you go and training as well then? Was you doing training?
Yeah, everything. I'm there. If our boys are in, I'm in.
So you're so you're working.
Yeah.
Going training.
Yep.
And then Saturday and Sundays you're in.
Yeah. Why would I do anything less?
Can I ask you a question?
I'm their physio.
Where did West Ham fit in this though?
I went there during uni. I went to University of East London, literally around the corner, literally like spitting distance at East London University, down in Stratford would have been.
Yeah.
So I live with my auntie. See why I said it's a family collective, right? My auntie moved in with her in Bow, which is again around the corner. And my uncle's her husband. So that's why he took to West Ham.
So did you ever try and get to games and
That's
stuff like
what-
that?
that's
No, not at all.
Yeah,
See why
'cause
my
you
quiz would be
can't-
awful because I don't spend. I don't.
No, that's
I
understandable.
love football. I don't get involved in it outside of my own bubble.
No, that makes sense.
So I'm not going to even know who half these players are now. I'll be
Yeah,
like, who?
that makes
Isaac,
sense.
who?
Yeah. No, do you know what? Do you know what?
I know Messi. That's about enough.
It's so funny because like even like my missus, we was going out and I think she said something along the lines of, oh, what, the football's on or something like that, and I was like, to be honest with you, outside of my club, I don't actually
Mad, isn't
watch
it?
football. Like, you know, like the some of the stuff that goes on and stuff like that when you have the World Cups and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that, when you
yeah,
have the Euros. You know, there's some people that will wait like, okay, we've got one game in the morning, one game in the afternoon, one game in the evening, and they will just sit and watch that.
Yeah.
I don't actually.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah, I don't actually.
I like
watch
watching it. I just find that I don't have time to always watch
Yeah.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
the same.
and that's the facts.
I'm the
I might
same.
wait. I might watch the final maybe if it means something. Do you know
Even
what I
like
mean?
the Premier League,
like,
like,
It's mad, isn't
I
it?
will try to watch the big games, but you see,
Yeah.
I ain't got time to
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
all the games.
But
man.
that's okay. What match of the days for?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or now that all the games on YouTube anyway,
Yeah,
with highlights
exactly.
and that. Yeah, so
So like, it's just about. I mean, like, it's just about dedication, right? And
Yeah.
so you said about going training. I couldn't imagine myself not being at training because I would think,
right.
what would happen if I wasn't there? I know that sounds really like that would be the day something happens. Trust me. And then also like it's about connecting with your players, right? And building trust, and you're part of the
Yeah.
team. So when they're in, I'm in. Invariably.
I was gonna ask, have you ever dealt with an injury that you thought like that's kind of made you a little bit shaky? Like, oh my god,
Yeah.
Like, have you ever dealt with something like that?
If I'm being honest, like I don't like eyes. And that sounds really weird to say. I just can't deal with eye injuries. I always go a
Yeah.
bit weak at the knees of an eye because I'm like, oh my god, it's really serious and I can't deal with it. I can't help. And I
Yeah.
can't put knee tape on it. I can't help an eye injury. Normally I'm driving to hospital quite quickly after. But I think you get the wobbles after. I get the wobbles afterwards. So you,
Right,
I think
okay.
what you get, you know, like it sounds silly. I could watch a game with my back to the game and you hear that little crack and you're like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just know.
Yeah.
And sometimes what gives me the wobbles more than the injury itself is the connotations and the consequences of the injury. So you're thinking like, let's call him Jimmy. I haven't got a Jimmy at the minute, and I haven't. So I'm superstitious as well.
Yeah.
So let's say Jimmy, you hear the crack and he snaps his leg in two. Which always people think it's not the worst thing that happened, but it's terrible when it happens. I think, well, Jimmy's a PE teacher. He's got work on Monday. He can't go there anymore. And he's self-employed because he works for a company outside the school. Yeah. And Jimmy's got an 8-month pregnant missus at home who I've now got to call her and go, by the way, who's going to hospital, he's got to go to... And, like, oh, Jimmy's got... Like, that's kind of what weighs me more. It sounds silly in the context of that player.
So you're thinking even... And I think this is where this nurturing side comes in.
You think about the bigger picture. Ahead, I'm thinking like 6 months' time. I'm thinking of the rehab journey he's got. Like something you hear that someone put on there, think, oh, I've done my ACL today. Think, oh, God, that's going to be... how many months for surgery, 9 months rehab, and I'm always thinking about that side of it because that kind of helps you forget what's happening in that horrific moment.
What's so crazy is that, like, and this is, I'm so glad we've got you on because I didn't look at it like that in one bit. All I think about is the person comes on, lets you know what's going on, tells the manager, make the substitution, but already in your head, you're like, okay, cool, I've now got to prepare you. If you're coming back for what's coming,
I'm thinking like
you're thinking so far ahead.
Like, I'm in the Matrix.
Yeah.
But like, I think you're thinking like, but also like, it's also in context of the game because you run on and you think like, I've only got an ankle injury, let's say, and you think, oh, it's easy peasy, right? Yay or nay? I'm thinking, well, we're currently 1 goal down. We're away. We've only got 2 subs. 2 of them are under 18, so they can't come on really. But he definitely got to come off. But the gaffer's only got 1 sub on, and that sub's going to be a sub centre back, and he's to it forward. And I'm thinking of that while I'm also thinking of how do I manage this injury? And then go to the gaffer, like, Gaffer, I'm really sorry. He's got to come off. Do you want time to get this ready? He's like, yeah, go cool. I'll cool my boots a bit. I'll take my time. I'm trying to give him space to do a decision. And like then try and tell the player what's going on. Who's then probably battling me, going, I want to play on. I know it's a really important game. If we win this game, we're going to the playoffs. And there's all that context. And ultimately, like you get taught, like forget about the context. It's just an injury. And it is, in that moment, just an injury. I completely agree. But you almost think about the aftermath of what's going to happen. That's about if I've got to go to hospital with him, I'm not pitch on anymore. So I've got to make sure that my colleague on the pitch next door is going to be looking after my players for me. That's weighing on me. I'm thinking about the result. I'm thinking about if they're all okay. I can't tell you how often I've sat in a hospital waiting room with a player on football web pages refreshing it. Going, don't let it go into like being another problem and let it be a long delay because that means someone else has got hurt. Watching it. I'm not care about the result anymore. I'm thinking like, just don't let it be like a postponement. That means something terrible happened after I left. Does that make sense? It's weird, isn't it? But that's why I find it hard to watch games on TV because I'm almost a little bit in that zone still.
I try to find it quite difficult to switch off then.
A little bit, But it's part, I mean, I've been doing it so long now. I think it's second nature. But it's probably not a bad thing.
So from Charlton, you went to, is it VCD that you went to afterwards?
I would have gone to Erith and Belvedere, I think.
Erith and Belvedere, okay.
And then it's all like, so I've gone from Fisher to Erith.
Yeah.
And then I've gone from Erith to VCD.
VCD. And what was that like? VCD. Was that a manager change?
So essentially, Steve had left football at that point. His wife had been quite unwell. So I was a bit like, I'm going to retire now. I'm going to go and do Charlton and be big and make it and be the England physio in 4 to 5 months' time, which is not going to happen in hindsight. But I think I got a phone call saying, Erith and Belvedere need a physio. Do you want to go and do that? I think we've been in half a season with them. So I left in mid-season with Fisher because Gaffer left. Well, I'll have to leave now. That's the way this works. Right, Gaffer leaves, I leave. And I went with a gentleman called Mickey Collins. And they were currently top of the league. I didn't realise they were top of the league until I went. I kind of knew it, but I thought, like, okay, it's just gonna... And I got involved in a title battle. And it was amazing. I was like, hang on a minute. Because Fisher were mid-table. Greenwich Borough probably mid to end table. But these guys were top of the league and challenging. And I loved it. And different boys, different manager, very different style. Not my dad at all. He was my gaffer. But he probably taught me some lessons about how gaffer acts. And what they expect and how. And then I sort of went, okay, cool. It's a different kind of nothing now. I'll adapt to this. Adapted to it. Thrived in it, dare I say. I was like, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm an adolescent physio now. Look at me. And then even Belvedere won the league and the cup. And double.
Wow.
So I got my first taste of silver. I was like, I like this a lot. I like this. Didn't get a medal because physios don't get medals back in the day. But I was like, I like this winning thing.
Was there... So, you said that this manager was a little bit different to the other one. Was there more pressure on you?
Not pressure. He was good as gold in that respect, but he was definitely more professional. Like he treated me like a physiotherapist, not like a girl that helps them out.
Yeah.
But do you know why I say that? Because you
Yeah.
know that sometimes some managers like will be putting pressure on a physio to get someone fit.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
listen, semi-finals is in a month. He's
Yeah.
got. Do you know what I mean? Like we need him.
Have you ever experienced
Yeah,
that?
that's
I
what
think
I
that'd
mean.
be my next manager.
Oh, okay.
Like very lovingly, I say it about Tony as well. Tony
Yeah.
Russell's a great manager, but he was definitely a next level professionalism. So
And where was Tony at?
VCD.
VCD,
So
okay,
then
gotcha,
VCD
okay.
comes second to Erith and Belvedere. So I
Right,
knew
yes.
Tony, I knew
Yeah.
of him, I knew the team that I was going into without knowing them properly.
Yeah.
So then again, Mickey left at the end of the season because I think it was, I don't know why he left, but it was like, it wasn't, and they were going to get promoted to the Isthmian League. And I was like, Isthmian League, yeah, now I'm getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Mickey left. I thought, oh God, here we go. Like, and then one of my players at Erith said to me, oh, VCD want a physio. You should go and talk to Tony Russell. He's a good gaffer. He'll look after you.
Yeah.
I went, all right then. And my dad went, I'll come with you, just in case. He'd back up. I'm going to scrap him. I'm like, Dad, respectfully, we're not going to scrap him, Dad. But
Yeah.
we went down there and he sold me, I say he sold me a dream, not negatively,
Yeah.
but about the future, about where we were on their way to, what they were going to do next,
Yeah.
that they were going to challenge in the Isthmian League. And I was like,
Yeah, this is it.
this is the guy who's on the way up.
Yeah.
He's a gaffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I then spent, I think, 10 years with Tony after that.
Oh,
Wow.
So loved him.
Can I just rewind a little
Of
bit?
course, man, yeah.
So you see, like the manager of Erith left. Why did you have to leave?
I just felt like it was protocol that when managers left, I didn't have to leave.
Oh, so
It
you could have
wasn't-
stayed there?
Yeah.
Oh,
But then
okay.
Tony may have swept in
Okay,
and
yeah.
stole me away.
Yeah,
Because what it does, as soon as managers leave, it creates uncertainty. Players had this, you guys like football, players.
Yeah.
As soon as managers leave, uncertainty creeps in. So what if a manager comes in and brings a physio and a coach and a squad? We're all out.
Yeah.
So automatically you're like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about what I'm going to do. And it unsettles you slightly from where you
Yeah.
are. And then lo and behold, the vultures circle over what they call assets in teams, right? So that's strikers who score a lot of goals,
Yeah.
defenders who defend a lot of goals, and turns out physios are really good at strapping people's legs up.
Yeah.
So the vultures were starting to circle.
So you obviously got pounced on basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. And I'm glad he did because it was next level up again.
So the those sort of instances where like you needed to get somebody fit, that sort of pressure.
Yeah, that was the next level. I mean, that was the Isthmian League. So it was a very different kind of league. It felt more grown up, the Isthmian League. I think it would have been the Ryman at the time.
Okay,
rather
yeah,
than,
yeah,
it's still the same league, but
Yeah,
I'm
but
still there
same
now.
diff-
The
yeah.
Rymans, it would have been.
Yeah.
And that to me was like the Premier League in non-league football. It was like FA Cup stuff, it's FA Trophy stuff, right? It's all
Yeah.
that kind of like the big leagues. And I remember this being a lot more physical as a league, travelling a lot more,
Yeah.
and being expected to be a physiotherapist. That was Tone's expectation, was I was going to be his physio, not his mate, not his players' mates,
Yeah.
but their physio.
Yeah.
And I loved that.
Yeah.
Like, again, I think I must thrive on a bit of pressure. I think because
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, cool, let's make this work. So I started changing my mentality about how I spoke to the players, how I acted with them, and I have a bit of a mentality that like if I don't know something once, I'll know it next time.
Yeah.
So I kept like picking up new skills, and they've got better players coming in, maybe ex-pros coming in now,
Right.
who are like, oh, my physio do this to me. Okay, cool, I'll learn that then, and I'll do that this time, and
Yeah,
just pick up like, extra knowledge from players even.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and that was that for a couple of years.
But
Well,
one thing I would say as well, you see, like obviously speaking about myself, you see the relationship that you have with your physio.
Yeah.
It could be as strong as any other thing in football. So
Yeah,
it could be as
yeah.
strong as a teammate. It can be as strong
Yeah.
as a manager.
Yeah.
It could be strong as anything. I've got relationship with physios that are so strong to this
Yeah.
day.
Because
And
you
that's
got
not
you
just
got relationships still with some that have left. That you left the
most
club,
of them
you
that
left
I've,
the club.
most
Yeah.
physios that I've
Yeah.
clubs I've played for
Yeah.
that I've left, I've still really
It's a- yeah.
got a good relationship with
it's
them.
a different
Do you know
level
what I
of
mean?
trust, right? Because
100%.
I'm not a player,
Mm.
I'm not management, I'm in limbo. I
Yeah.
sit between the two,
Yeah.
and I cross both, and I wear lots of different hats.
This is
and
it.
I always think like the physio room is a sacred spot, right?
is, yeah.
Even when it's in the showers, it's still sacred.
Yeah.
Right? Even when it's in
Yeah.
the toilets, it's still a
Yeah.
sacred place.
Yeah.
And there's lots of secrets in that room that never leave it.
Yeah.
So you bring stuff to me in there, I'll deal with it.
And
Yeah.
that's
Like,
what
it's
it
not
is.
an
It's
issue, man.
trust, like
Yeah,
so.
you got to trust me.
So you know, like it's a two-way thing. So as a physio might say, Westy, like not today. Don't risk it. And I have to trust the physio.
Yeah.
Just like I might say to the physio, you know what, I feel all right today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and give it a go. So it's a two-way thing. Do you get what I'm saying? So the relationship with physio is very, very strong, like it's not like...
So let me ask you a question then. Have you experienced where, obviously we don't have to say names or clubs or anything like that, have you experienced where the managers may be saying to you that, you know what, we need to get this person, get him even like 80%, but then you're like, do you know what? I can't, like, even if he's 80%, I can't let him go out there.
That's a big question.
Okay.
And I think it comes down to responsibility, about doing the right thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm,
And I sound like Spider-Man now. And I've gone very Marvel, haven't I? I've been watching Avengers again. I'm like, with great power comes great responsibility. But essentially, yes, it does happen. And I just think it's about giving the player. So if I was your physio, right, Miles, I'd say to you, look, this is the situation. You've got this injury. This is what might happen if you play. These are the pros, these are the cons. The pros is da-da-da-da-da. The cons are you might snap the tendon, you might break down. You might be out for rather than 2 weeks, you'll be out for 4 months. Right?
Wow.
I'll give you the information. If you want to make a decision that's against mine, not a problem. We're all adults here, right? Under 18, it's more sticky. I have to get parents involved, and that gets very sticky. But with anyone who's over 18, like, you just give them the information. And I'm not your mum. Like, I know I might act like it, but I'm not your mate. I'm your physio. All I can do is give you the best information I can. And if you and the manager want to do something that's a bit stupid, cool. But I'll back you up afterwards.
Of course.
100% back you up. Either way, I always say to players, I'll rap you or I'll back you. Right? Don't worry about it.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Whatever happens on that pitch, even if you do, let's say you play, you get a minute in and it goes.
Yeah.
I will not come in and say I told you so. Maybe I will do a couple weeks later when it's all settled down, but not right then. Shout out, going, I told you so.
Yeah. But
Get
you know
yourself
what?
off the pitch.
But this is why I say the relationships has to be strong because it's trust.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Because for me, if you said that to me, I'm listening to you because you know better than I know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go against what the physio knows because
so true.
why am I gonna do that and then risk 4 months?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? But don't get twisted. Some people do.
Yeah.
Some people will risk the 4 months.
And
but
they do
I'm
get
not doing
away
that.
with it sometimes. I'm
Yeah,
not going
they
to sit here
will,
and lie
they
to you
will.
and
Yeah.
say, like, I've told people. Like, there's things like head injuries that are a bit of a very different legal mindful. I've got to be careful what I say illegally. But, like, all you can do is give people the best information that you can. You can't make them listen to you.
Yeah.
And I've learned that over the years that, I can sit here and I can battle. I can go on Twitter and get into an ag about it and put, oh, my God, this player did this behind back. My manager did this behind the back. Or I can just go, you know what, guys? We're all adults, right? I'm not taking it personally. I'm just telling you, you asked me to be here as an expert, right? I'm here. This is my profession. Like, I get it. You guys are footballers, but you're semi-pro, right? Respectfully, you might work somewhere else other than football. You're footballers, but you're semi-pro. This is my whole job. Like, respectfully, this is my expertise. All I can do is give this to you. You do what you will with the information that I give you. Right? And I said to you, if you want to go on and try it, I'm not going to rub it in your face. I'm going to give you the risks. I'll make it as safe as I can for you, but I cannot eliminate all risks. But like, let's be real. I back my players because they're the ones that go over that little white line. I can't. I'd be remiss to make a player play if I thought they were going to get injured because they take all the risks. I mentioned before about families and about getting injured, about work. Like, it's a bigger picture sometimes. And I think that my players are so brave to go and play football for me. So that's the most I can do is give them my best, right? I can't play football for them. Like, if I did, I'd be rubbish. But, like, ultimately, my players do their best for me so that I can watch football every weekend and love my job and have a hobby and have something that I really love to do. I'm going to back them. That's why I'm there at training every week because they give me everything on that pitch. The least I can do is turn up, right?
So then when you went from VCD, am I correct in saying, is it Barking that we got now?
I feel like Cray Wanderers came in then.
Cray Wanderers.
So I've been at Cray twice.
Oh, you've been at Cray twice. Okay.
So this is my second outing at Cray.
Okay.
So with Tony, I went from VCD to Cray.
Yeah.
So still the same gaffer. So same team with again same pattern as before, right? Royalty, right?
Yes, yeah.
You don't get like about an hour in the middle, right? That's what you got to say. But essentially, I came across the Tony to Cray Wanderers.
Okay.
And then I spent the years before COVID at Cray.
Right.
And then COVID came and ruined everything.
Yeah, so what was that like being a physiotherapist in COVID?
Well, football stopped, and which was I thought, great, I'll get a break because it's going to be hard for the next few months.
Yeah.
And obviously my little rehab hospital that I'd moved to since going from A&M, moved to the rehab hospital at that point, became a COVID centre, which we weren't particularly ready for. If I'm being honest, we're only we're not an acute hospital. We're a community hospital, so that was hard. And like you're losing patients. People are very unwell, but also like you're feeding into the news, right? Of hearing like every day there's many deaths.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I was sitting there thinking, like, when's my turn? Like, because I'm around people with COVID all day long.
Yeah.
Like, what point is it am I going to be that number on there?
Yeah.
And like, I'd moved out to Catford by myself at this point. So I bought my flat.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And so I was away from my mum and my dad. And I'm a very big family, as you've heard, I'm a very big family person.
Yeah.
So I had lost my family network. I lost my football network. All my friends were either having babies or doing 5-mile runs.
Yeah.
For some unknown reason. Everyone was running, weren't they?
Yeah.
Everyone was just running everywhere.
I was one of them.
Right? Run. I was just in there going, please don't let me die today, right?
Yeah.
But then, like, what I found was I got, like, and it's a really uncomfortable thing to express to you. When no one's ever asked me a question before, interestingly enough. But I got resentful of the world carrying on, and I felt like I'd stopped. And every network I had to fall back on had gone. Now, I didn't appreciate how much I lent on my football network as being my social network. That makes sense.
Yeah.
How much being, because I said to you, I was working 24/7 at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I'm doing Saturdays, Sundays, because this is when Dons would have kicked off as well. So I'd been doing Sunday football positively around this time as well. And I just lost all my networks. And like doing Zoom calls was fun. But I'd be like, I don't want to do a quiz on Zoom calls. I've just had a really bad day. And I can't even tell you about it because it will upset you too much.
Yeah.
Because you're my boys. I don't want to be like, oh, by the way, I lost like 4 Dorises today and an
Yeah.
Albert, you know, like...
Yeah.
Like, how do you tell your friends that and expect them to understand over a Zoom call when they can't come and give you a hug, right?
Yeah. I hear that.
And like, I'm not a big breaker down person. I don't like breaking down in front of people. Like, I'm very, very stubborn in that respect. I've got to be like rock pitch side.
Yeah.
I have a real bad connection in my head that if they see me get upset, it weakens my position in the team. It doesn't at all. But in my head, we're brought up like, no, you be strong because they need you to be strong.
Yeah.
Like, the boys need you. When they're getting upset and crying about their injury, they don't need you to start crying too.
Yeah.
Right, it's not going to help the situation. So I felt resentful. I never felt that sensation before about people. I'll turn my phone off. I just go and sit in bed when I got home from work, go straight to bed. Like, have a bit of toast for dinner. Like, I was in a really bad little hole, if I'm being honest.
But we're definitely gonna, within reason, touch on a little
Oh,
bit of that
100%.
on the
I'm more than
second
happy
half,
to.
within
'Cause I got out of the hole,
second half,
thankfully. I'm only
definitely.
little as well. That's a big ladder to get me out of that hole, bro. I don't like heights either. I was terrified climbing that ladder. Absolutely terrified.
So how did you go? 2 stints with Cray Wanderers? So,
So then,
first one, and now you're.
So then
you're
my
still
manager,
Cray
my manager
now.
at Cray left.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, I have to leave too now. And it was hard, 'cause I'll be honest, I didn't. In my heart, I know I put on a good front on Twitter. I didn't want to go. I cried writing that message.
Right.
And I cried when Gary, the chairman, rang me up. And I cried when Sam rang me up. And I
Yeah.
cried when everybody else rang me up. And I thought, you know what this is? Like, COVID's sort of been not gone, but it had died off by then. We're back to sort of relatively normality. Football will come back. And I thought, you know what? Maybe it's time to retire.
Yeah.
This is it for me. Maybe as football physio, I can just go to the under my fig tree and relax, man.
Yeah.
Like, and then I got roped into doing London FA, the cup finals. Well, that's nice. The cup final,
Yeah.
no commitment. I can network a little bit with London FA.
Yeah.
I get some nice night kit. It's great, right? And then Justin Gardner was hanging around because it was a Barkins ground. Justin Gardner was hanging around as he normally does. I love Justin.
Yeah.
Justin Gardner.
Yeah.
Oh, big up Justin.
Yeah,
that's
man.
That's my guy still.
See, as soon as you go east, people start creeping around, innit?
Yeah,
So I was there,
Justin.
minding my own business, and Justin jumped out from behind
Yeah.
a point from a bin. They use bins for the old ice barbs. So they were doing pre-season,
Yeah.
and they needed the physio. And I kind of, oh yeah, mate, I'll get you a call back. Yeah, don't worry. Thinking I'm never going to call you back, bruv.
Yeah.
And then it turned out they signed 2 of Cray's players, Barney
Okay.
and Jay, who I knew very well.
Yeah.
And they called me one day in the car park, and they were like, just do a game in pre-season for us.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. Like, give me have a little bit of taste of this cake. You're going to buy the whole cake, let's be real. Like,
yeah,
outside
yeah.
the little shop, and they go, have a little taste of this croissant. I go home with 6 croissants, right? That's the way it works. So, did the game and just felt that little buzz, like, I'm not ready to quit yet.
Yeah.
So, I ended up doing Barking
Yeah.
for a couple of years.
Yep.
Because they got relegated the first year. And I was like,
Right.
I can't end my career in a relegation. I thought,
Yeah.
no, not doing that. And then I sort of had that last year at Barking. I was like, Blackwell Tunnel's hard every week.
Yeah.
Essex
Yeah,
League's
yeah,
hard
yeah,
every week.
yeah.
And like, it was great because I didn't know people around there. But people seem to know me quite a lot in Essex. I was
Right.
like, what? How do you know who I am? Oh, I follow you on Twitter. I follow you on Instagram. Well, I've seen you on Dons, which is coming up now. I was on Dons at that point. And then I said, like, I'm going to have to stop going to travel. I don't want to finish football. And then Cray physio Emily had left.
Right.
Around the time I'd left Barking.
Yeah.
Made it clear. I did my little free agent FC tweet. I've done it before. Free agent hashtag.
Yeah.
And then Cookie, Anthony Cook.
Big up Cookie. That's my
I
guy, you know.
Cookie's mad, right? Cookie went.
Madman Cookie.
Cookie rang me up and went to me, Ali, whatever you do, went to me, Ali, that tweet, take it down. you're not free agent, you're coming Cray. I went, no, I'm not. He goes, yeah, Gaffer's coming around your house tonight. I went, is he? And then Smudger called me. I was like, okay, he is. So you can blame Cookie if you come back to Cray. And then Gaffer came round and I had a chat like, nah, I'm not done with Cray just yet. I love him too much, man.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
so
beautiful.
then they come, I was a bit worried coming back, but are they going to want me back or not? Open arms, man.
So how long you been back with them now?
This will be my third season back now.
Third season.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is this your last club?
You know, I want Cray. I'm going to say it in my whole chest. I want Cray to be my last club.
It's not gonna be.
I want it to be.
We're gonna keep you
People
going.
keep telling me that.
We're gonna keep you going.
They're like, yeah, when you should look at I'm coming. I'm gonna come
we're
in for
gonna,
you.
We're gonna keep you going. We're gonna
Cookie's
keep
like
you
the
going.
worst one. Like Ali, wherever I go, you're gonna come. I'm like, you
So
see.
that
mate.
means you're going Dulwich.
No. Anything but I've been Dulwich before, man. I'm good. I've done the Hamlet now. I'm good. But you know what it is, man? It's just like it's just like I don't think I think about how much of my network is at football and how sad I'd be if I left.
Yeah. No, this first 45 minutes has gone so quick, but it's been so insightful. Like you are an amazing guest. Like honestly.
Awesome. No quiz then, yeah?
No. Don't worry. That's it's coming up.
It's coming.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a quick short break, and then we'll be back with the second half on the mental health section. For anybody out there that may have heard something in the first half, you might be struggling, you might need that safe space, you might need that support. Feel free to contact the numbers that we've got on the screen here. Like I say, we always talk about basically encouraging people to speak. So those are the numbers there. Get in contact, find that help. And we are back with the second half. The first 45 was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Ali, you are an actual legend, you know that? Or legend. You actually
dare you?
Yeah, you are a legend. Listen, honestly, just listening to you, just like I appreciate you just being so open and vulnerable with us and being in this space. And as you said, like obviously with the change room being sacred as well, like I'm glad that you found this space comfortable enough and safe enough to
Thank you
really
for giving
speak.
me a space to do so. 'Cause that's also important about feeling comfortable and willing to share.
So the first question that we always ask when we start the second half is, what does mental health and well-being mean to you?
What a deep question to start with. Wow. It's just like bit my whole leg off of your shark attack. But anyway, I think it's kind of encompasses everything, right? It kind of encompasses how you feel in yourself, how you treat others, and how much you prioritise sort of your own feeling of wellness and resilience above everything else. Yeah.
That's a great answer.
That's what I would say.
You in the first half, you said quite a lot of good things that inspired me. Do you feel like you put yourself first a lot or not?
Probably not enough.
Yeah.
I've tried to be better at it recently. I think
Yeah.
post-COVID was a little lesson that the world carries on regardless of you.
Yeah.
And it's important to put yourself first. I think I'm getting to the age now where you start thinking about the future, right? And I'm having those future talks about what will happen after football. Whether that comes tomorrow, the end of the season, or dare I say 10 years' time, who knows? But I think I've been really trying to be more consciously putting myself. I think I'm naturally very empathetic.
Yeah.
I like putting up. I like looking after people.
Yeah.
I like caring. It gives me a real sense of worth. I think I divulge a lot of my self-worth probably from helping others
Yeah.
and talking to others and feeling that from there, which is it's good when it's going well, but when it's not going well, you plummet in your own self-esteem. And I think you have to have a little bit of something to fall back on sometimes, right? Your own sort of self-worth. That makes sense. That was deep, wasn't it?
I feel
Wow.
like
I'm actually a trained counsellor. So, if you want to say anything, guys, I'm more than happy to.
I want to pick something with you then, because for you to, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe you said that it was your granddad that you saw first that maybe you think we were going to physiotherapy, but there must have been that empathy that you had from young.
Yeah, my nan always was an old soul. She was
Right.
also my mum. I've been here before. I don't quite know what that means.
Yeah.
Right. My nan was a very spiritual woman. And I'm probably my grandmother's grandchild at heart. So I felt I was always a very empathetic child, very nurturing. I'm not into horoscopes, but I'm Pisces. Apparently, that's one of the qualities. I have to ask Julius. Yeah, no. I haven't Googled up that one for me. But I'm a Piscean, which naturally means I think I'm quite empathetic. But I think ultimately I've always been that kid that sat there quietly and listened to others, and I've always just been that kind of nature or nurture, right? I think there's a bit of nature in me.
Yeah.
A bit of nurture too, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I think just going off what Miles said first, like I believe that you've definitely put others before you, first and foremost, because I'm listening and you've done 5 days a week at work, then you're going Saturday and Sundays football, and then you got training as well. How do you find, like, where do you download? Where do you find that time for you to? Because correct me if I'm like, it feels like there's not even, and I could be wrong here, but it feels like there's not even really much of social life as that.
I feel like you're the only people who've ever asked me that question. And all these podcasts that I've done, no one's ever asked me, like, when do you find you time?
Yeah.
You get like the superficial, like, oh, you work so much. When do you find you time? You go, oh, I kind of have 10 minutes on a Sunday afternoon. I think I always chased football and that rather than chasing a social life. And my friends will probably attest to the fact that I don't turn up. If Cray have lost a game, I will be, dare I say, missing in action on my phone sometimes. I think the sacrifice, everything you do in life has a consequence. My mum's big on consequences, right? Every action has a consequence. And I think that my action of me doing football to the level that I've done it, the consequence has been that I haven't had a great social life.
Right.
It's not upset me. I think I get social burnout. So I can be a bit socially anxious, which sounds weird right now talking to you. I'm anxious and socially. The easy option was football because going out and being social with people was always like so energy sapping for me.
Yeah.
I was so uncomfortable. I didn't like it. It got worse after COVID because I've been on my own for too long in my flat.
Yeah.
I got used to Rick and Morty and The Office. And anything else I was watching on binging. But I think it's an uncomfortable question for me because it delves into probably why I've not left football after 17 years when I probably should have about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I think it's a questioning my personality, that one.
Yeah.
And one of my core values, which is to work hard.
Yeah.
But I've done that at the consequence of probably not having a great social life.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad choice. I think it's a choice.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been a bad choice in hindsight.
Yeah.
If I had a multiverse, I can go back like Ant-Man and look at everything else that's going on.
Yeah.
Would I do it differently? Maybe. But then would I be where I am now? But you guys probably not.
Yeah.
It's not a bad choice. It's a different choice.
Can I just
Particularly for females, dare I say?
Yeah. Before you go on,
Yeah.
the reason why I wanted to just chime in quickly is because, like, it's something that you said there, which is key, is because I know for a fact now I know obviously we was joking earlier about obviously like the Arsenal stuff and everything like that, but what I do know is that like there was a period in my life like where Arsenal helped me escape I'm a season ticket holder, so.
Sorry.
No,
I'm here for you. Talk about it, man.
It helped me escape the realities of some of the serious things that were going on. Like, and for the times that I used to travel up and down the country and stuff like that, like it used to basically break away from everything that's going on. So I'm saying that because I think we'll probably have a conversation off air, me and you, because
that sounds very like you have a scrap in the car.
Yeah. We'll have a conversation off air because I feel like the fact that it's something that has been keeping you there because you might not want to think about why.
Next.
It's something that we have to, we'll take that off air.
I think it's one of those things that I think you dedicate yourself to stuff, right, in life, and I think you have to own that.
Yeah.
And I could sit here and say, oh, I wish I'd spent more time with my friends from school when they all went and had little ones really early, and they've got families now they've got 15-year-olds and they're having a great time with them. But I've got to own what I've got. And I think I've done pretty all right for myself. I think
definitely.
You know what? It's like I said it before about resentment. I hate jealousy and I hate resentment.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like the grass is greener, right? I should look in my own garden. It's full of roses.
Yeah.
Right. I'm too busy looking over my neighbour's garden because it's full of lilies.
Yeah.
Man, like my garden's green.
Yeah.
Right. And I want to own that.
Yeah.
That it's a choice I've made, and I'm going to stand by it. I think I've done a great job for patients. I don't often big myself up very much.
But you should.
But I will, because I think ultimately, like I think I've in some ways I've changed the way football physiotherapy looks.
Yeah.
It's females in the game now.
Yeah.
Maybe having a female there, getting on with it and dealing with all the sexism and misogyny and everything else going on. Maybe it inspired those girls to follow me, and I hope it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe having the network now we've set up for support for physios is where I'm going to go next.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my purpose in life. I think that maybe it is. And like I don't want to. I'm spiritual, right? So I don't question why things happen.
Yeah.
I run with what I've got.
Yeah.
And I've got a great lot on my. So I'm going to run with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it the best that I can.
Yeah.
And who knows what will come next?
Yeah.
And you know,
Who
it
knows?
is, even the fact that you're still doing it is so amazing to me, because there's people that's tried and stopped.
Yeah.
Or there's people that's tried and gone into other fields. You've stuck
Yeah.
at it and still going. So
I think it hits my core values, and I think I can ask for no more than that. And I think football's given me probably a lot more than I've given football. It's given me confidence. It's given me communication. It's given me like, if I was just a physiotherapist working in hospital, you'd never talk to me. You wouldn't even know I existed. But like, it's given me a platform. It's given me a personality in some respects. It's given me who I am today. And I would not be here unless I'd gone to that training ground that one night. It must have been October. I remember that dark night in October, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And Alex said to me, "You got this, girl, man.
Yeah.
This is your club." But you know what? I correct him. This is my league.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
So I've
No
got,
beef with physios in the league, by the way.
I've got.
Sorry, Sam. And
I've
company.
got to ask you, how big of an impact did football being stopped during COVID just rock your mental health?
Rocked it. Like, I didn't realise it was my crutch until the crutch was gone and I fell over. Like, I didn't know I needed the crutch. I thought, I'm great, I'm grand, I'm doing really well. And then it went, and I just didn't realise. I just had nothing to distract me from the hospital work. I had nothing else. And then, like, I think it's when I thought to myself, I've got nothing else going on in my life right now.
Yeah.
I know no one did, apart from their 5Ks and their puzzles and their babies, and my friends had babies that time of year. But I remember sitting thinking, like, I'm going to flat by myself, working myself hard in the hospital.
Yeah.
And the world doesn't even know what's going on. And I feel like I've got nothing to fall back on here. What do I do next? And it shook me a little bit. Again, it's like, you know, like some a core value. So I'm not going to preach you guys what core values are. But if you find somebody's core value and you take it away from them, psychologically it's destroying. I'd never do it. Like, I'd never ever touch somebody's core value. If you poke it, you'll find out. And I had mine poked. And I went, oh my God, like, I've got nothing going on here. And then you kind of spiral into just being in bed all the time. And I remember, like, they used to do this thing on a COVID that the pots and pans and clapping every Thursday. Meant to be good, right? I'd put my head under my pillow and just try and drown it out. 'Cause I'd hear it in my window. I think I'm not a hero. How am I a hero? Like, look at the state of me right now. I'm not a hero. I'm not Captain America. Like, I don't go and look. I'm not Steve Rogers. I don't look up and go, right, let's go and fight the next monster. I was like, I don't want to go out there tomorrow. I'm frightened. And like, I've never felt frightened like before in my life. Like, not like, apart from like heights and silly things like wasps and things like that, which is it's irrational. But to have that genuine fear of getting out of bed and going to work in the morning, when I'm thinking that you're being expected to do it, it really, that core value of working hard suddenly got crushed. I was like, I don't know what to do next. So I just carried on working. I thought, you know what, default, man, keep working. We'll get through this, man.
It's sad to hear that, because, and I'll tell you why it's sad to hear that, because you were and are a hero. And like, for you to not feel like that it's one of the things where a lot of people are struggling with at the moment. You know, where like people are doing some amazing things in this world, but everybody else can see it and you can't.
That's exactly where I was. Like, to confirm that, I just didn't see what I was doing right. I was like, I suppose what I lost was that external feedback of being, you're great, you're a legend, you're this, you're that. That had all gone in a heartbeat. And like, how do you put that on Twitter? Like, that's all I had at that time. I had like Twitter, and I thought, how do I go on Twitter and say I'm having not a breakdown, but I'm in a bad place right now, because I'm meant to be a hero, I'm meant to be strong. How do I go onto my Zoom call with my footballers and say I'm having a really bad day? And then they go, let's clap for Ali. You think, oh no, man, leave it out. Like, I don't want that today. And you're like, I can't hear it again. Like, I want COVID to be over. I want to see my mum again. Like, I want to give my mum a hug. Like, I wasn't seeing them at all. And I think that proved me how important they are in my life. But I remember just thinking, like, this whole and that resentment ran right through me, and I didn't like that sensation at all. I'm not naturally resentful,
and that's what you
not
just
at
said
all,
as well.
not
You
at
don't
all.
like
It's an
resentment,
uncomfortable thing for me to feel. And to be stuck there, I'm like, will I ever feel better again? Or is this me now? Am I that person? You know.
So with regards to you going through that resentment phase and going through that phase where you felt like you didn't have anybody to speak to, how did you get out of that?
So I said I took it. I put myself in front of myself, metaphorically. And I said, like, if I was a patient or a footballer, what would I tell myself? Because I get these problems with football all the time. Footballers telling me things, patients telling me things. And I said, well, what I would say to them is, you know, you've got to write down a list of what you're feeling and try and counteract that negative voice. Because my issue is a negative voice, like self-esteem issues, and most women have them. Most men probably have them. We just don't discuss it. Let's be honest, but it sits there. I just sat there and unpicked them one at a time, which is horrible to do to yourself.
Yeah.
And I wrote it down, and then when I wrote it down, I'd get a bit of paper, I'd tear it up and put it in the bin and go, right, it's gone.
Wicked.
And one step at a time.
Yeah.
So I was in a hole, right? And I was like,
Yeah.
I can just about see the light top of my little hole I'm in.
Yeah.
I thought, let's just get a ladder and let's climb. One step at a time.
Yeah.
So you start talking to one friend at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Laura, how your day been?
Yeah.
You had a good day. You got 5K in that time. That's really good, mate. Thanks for that. How are
Yeah.
you? Oh, I've been better, Laura, actually. I had a bad day at work. Oh, I'm really sorry, Ali. Just a little conversation. And then you stop when you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And then at work, discussing it at work in hospital and saying, I think I'm feeling like this. Like, yeah, I'm feeling like that too. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
it's not just me. Everyone's feeling the same.
Yeah.
And just gently, bit at a time, just crawling out of that little hole. And it was hard. Like, it was really hard. But it was like eating good, sounds silly, drinking enough water.
Yeah.
Little, rather than just going like, oh, I'm going to have some toast for dinner because I can't be bothered to cook.
Yeah.
Like, enjoying the experience of cooking again.
Yeah.
Like, going for a walk and having my headphones off and like doing the whole like, what can you smell? What can you see? Oh, look, there's a bird, there's a butterfly going past. Isn't that beautiful? And just taking a moment to connect again. And like Cray were wonderful because they let me go and sit on the. It sounds really stupid, right? I'm going to just say it. They let me go because it was obviously it's all closed up. I had the key to get in there. To come in, I was sitting sat on the grass at the pitch, just sat there for a couple of hours on my own, no one else around me.
Yeah.
The club's all shut up.
Yeah.
I was like, this is lovely. I'm back
Yeah.
at football, man. Like just feeling the grass and the warmth and just
Yeah.
being outdoors and. Like the roads were all quiet, just taking a moment to like sort of connect with nature again. I like connecting with nature. That's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
And just being like, yeah, you're going to get through this, girl. But you're tough, man. You went up to a little club in Bermondsey and owned them boys
Yeah.
for how many years? Like you've done broken legs and neck fractures and you've saved lives. Like, how can you let this get you down? Come on.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah, go on then.
And this is just my humble opinion. Yeah. You can shut me down. I feel like COVID needed to happen for you.
I think it did. I think it's an uncomfortable thing to say, right?
Yeah,
That I need to be
don't-
isolated.
Yeah, I don't want. It's
Yeah.
not that I'd want you to go through that, but you needed to go
Yeah.
through that in order to get to the other side.
Yeah.
Because the reason why I say that is because I feel like it's given you a sense of understanding who you are now, rather than the identity.
I'll
of
counter it
football.
and throw it back at
Yeah.
you. No one wants to have that mirror foot in front of them.
Yeah,
That's why why
Yeah.
therapy's uncomfortable,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
ultimately, a good therapist
yeah,
will just go, "Here's a mirror. What do you see?
yeah.
Tell me
yeah.
about yourself."
Yeah,
Right? And it's
Yeah.
uncomfortable, but I
Yeah.
think you have to do it.
yeah,
And like almost put like myself through therapy.
yeah,
Not like you do now with ChatGPT and it just throws back what you say to it
Yeah.
and it just gives you the right answers because it's listening to what you're
Yeah.
saying and knows what you like. But to actually sit there and like but it made me so strong. Like and that's the thing, isn't it? Like, the weakest moment, like, it's like a Greek mythology, right? You're your lowest ebb.
yeah.
That's when your strength comes to you.
And
When you
it's-
find out who you are, right?
And you
You're
took
looking
off the
back at
physio.
you.
You took off the physio and just done the therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
like that's what you do for
But
yourself.
it comes from the
Yeah.
term physical
Yeah,
therapist.
exactly.
We use physical means to
Yeah.
rehabilitate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've just now basically just been the therapist yourself.
My job
which
is
brilliant.
99% motivation
Yeah,
and trust and believing. If you like your physiotherapist, guess what happens?
yeah,
It's true.
yeah,
It's
and that's the
true.
fact.
You get better,
Very
right?
true.
And you
Very
did it
true.
Because you just
yourself.
trust them and you do what you
Yeah.
got to do. And
Yeah.
a lot of what I do is probably more of it's a bachelor's of science. It's probably a bachelor's of arts at times when I'm trying to like talk to people and that's how I talk to them and come down to their level and everything else. But like it's hard to look inwards, and it was more hard for me rather than being negative to be positive.
Yeah,
Because my voice is quite it's not constructive. My inner voice not at all. It's horrible. But to overcome that and then prove it wrong
Yeah.
was revolutionary to me personally speaking.
yeah. And I think
That's quite deep, isn't it?
like,
Very
you-
deep.
you-
I know,
you-
man.
I think as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but having all of that tallied up with you've lost the football side of things, and then you're dealing with those that you're losing through your 9 to 5, your
Yeah.
Monday to Friday. How was that going through seeing and
I'm not their families, so I appreciate that my level of upset will always dwindle compared to
Yeah.
them. But you get attached to a patient. I do.
of course,
And when you see somebody go and you think, oh, it was their time, innit? Like they're 95,
Yeah.
and they were laying in bed and they're peaceful and everything else. You think, okay, you kind of humbles yourself like, that's what I would want. You know, I want to be like Doris.
Yeah.
But when you see somebody not having that experience, and it probably was before their time,
yeah,
and there's nothing you can do to stop what's happening,
yeah,
and medical science isn't able to help them.
Yeah.
Like, that's heartbreaking, man. Like, that's,
Yeah, it
and
is.
you can't put it in, there's no words to describe how you feel useless and helpless.
Yeah.
And you're like being at sea and you're trying to swim and there's no island in sight.
Yeah.
But you're still kicking, thinking maybe it'll come. And you think it's not going to come. And then it started to calm down again. That was always nice. Like, now it's nothing, right? And you feel like it never happened. It feels like it never happened.
Yeah.
But it did.
Yeah.
And in the back of my head, it sits there like, you remember that for next
Yeah,
time, man.
yeah.
Like, you do that differently next time. It's mad, isn't it? The tone has dropped, hasn't it?
No,
I'm so sorry, guys.
No, you don't have to say sorry. This is the reason
Yeah.
why we want these sort of these sort of stories.
I don't talk about it very often because people don't feel comfortable talking about it.
Yeah.
Thank you for talking about
That's
it.
all right,
Yeah,
man.
no,
Like,
definitely.
I think that it gets blown out now with all the conspiracy stuff, right? And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, it didn't happen at all. You're like, well, something happened.
Yeah.
You believe it or not, like,
Yeah.
something happened.
Yeah.
So as you've mentioned, obviously, when you're looking after players, you hear a lot. You speak to a lot of players. When did you kind of feel like, you know what, wow, like I'm actually really their therapist as well in terms of like they're talking to me and they're struggling, like you're hearing a lot of players that are struggling.
I think it happened immediately. So I'm quite empathetic. So
Yeah.
I think also like, also I work in male football.
Yeah.
As a female in that environment, I think they naturally come to you a bit more open.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's you guys, because obviously you're more.
Yeah, I'd say
You
so.
know,
I'd say
yeah,
so. They'll naturally gravitate to
Yeah.
Yeah.
the female.
And I think that
Yeah.
you listen. Girls are brought up to listen, to talk, and it's massive stereotypes now, guys. Apologies, but it's talk to listen,
Yeah.
to be open about their feelings, to be allowed to emote. Whereas I think
Yeah.
a lot of men are told to not do that.
Yeah.
And to also in that, like the whole masculinity thing right now,
Yeah.
being told like you can't be too masculine, you can't be
Yeah.
too feminine as a man. There's so many constructs around men that I think that their mental health takes a hit from that. And I think anyone willing to listen, they grab to.
Yeah.
But I imagine the players like, "Oh, go talk to Ali, man. She'll talk to you."
Yeah.
If it's on
Yeah.
the phone, with voice notes now is a really good way of doing it.
Yeah.
I have it on Twitter from DM sometimes,
Yeah.
which is a bit hard. I don't know them very well, but
Yeah.
I think it's important that I'm entering a male space.
Yeah.
And it's important that I add to that space, not detract from it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I allow you to have the space,
Yeah.
but I'm going to be in addition to it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to help you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that men feel they have places to speak that's safe.
Yeah.
And if it's my physio room, great. If not, we're going to get coffee after the game.
Yeah.
Great, don't mind. Like, if it
Yeah.
helps them, then grand. That's what I'm here for, man.
Yeah, and you know what I think, because what you've just said there, I think
Yeah.
is interesting because I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think as men we find it difficult to speak to women about our feelings. However, I don't think I'd find it difficult speaking to you, Ali. Like, I feel like because we have a mutual connection with the football
Yeah.
side of things,
Yeah.
that kind of it takes it away from me seeing you as a woman.
I'm one of the boys, right? But I'm not.
Yeah. But do you know?
That makes sense. I know it's belittling to say it, but
no, it's not. But do you know what it is?
I'm like
I would
yeah.
say like, if you saw Ali twice a week, 3 times a week,
Yeah.
the relationship would be strong.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
yeah.
why I feel like
Yeah.
it's. But that's why I'm saying physios. You're seeing in
Yeah.
the full-time game. If you're a pro, you're seeing the physio every day.
Yeah.
If you're in a part-time game, you're seeing them 3 times a week.
Yeah.
These are people you don't see some of your family members that much.
Yeah.
That's a great
Do you,
point.
do you get what I'm trying
Yeah,
to say?
100%.
So
Yeah.
you being around that person, of course,
Yeah.
you're gonna be more comfortable.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And this is why I say, as you said, football's taught me
Yeah.
everything as well.
Yeah.
Everything.
And I think, do you know what it is? How often, as a bloke in that day, you've been told, like, oh, how are you? You know,
Yeah.
young white go, are you though? What do you mean, Ali?
Because we're
You're
not
a bit,
asking that.
no, but, no, but you're a bit quiet today. I just noticed you're a bit off. Like, so everything all right at home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, I won't lie, the baby's not sleeping. Oh, cool, man. I said, I'm so sorry to hear that. You know what? I said, I'll make you a cup of tea. Have a sit down. Come in the room. I'll shut the door for a bit. Have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to have a rub, cool. I'll give you a rub.
Yeah.
Have a little sleep if you want to. I don't
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
Like, it
Trust
sounds
me.
silly,
Yeah.
but like, even just asking them how they are. But like, I think like, not all therapists are great at this.
No.
Yeah.
I
I'll
will
put it
say
out
that.
there. I'm not
Yeah.
going to sit here and say that
Yeah.
everyone's good
Yeah.
at it. But I think when players learn there is someone who's all right or doesn't mind it,
Yeah.
I think you guys talk amongst yourselves and go, Ali will talk to you.
100%.
Don't bring it up to Ali. Or Ali will go and tell the gaffer in a way that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's, as I said, it's trust. That's why I said.
Yeah.
That's why I say sometimes
Yeah.
the physio-player relationship is more powerful than any other relationship.
Yeah.
I said I've got physios that I've played with every club, and I'm still in contact with most of them now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And have a good relationship.
I will
with them.
say that eye-opening for me last season and this year, 'cause I've still got one of my managers from last year, is that I had Smudger and Tosh, so Neil Smith
Yeah.
and Tim O'Shea,
Yeah.
who are probably the best managers I've met for man management and talking to players and asking if they're okay.
Right.
And I was like, this is a new thing for me.
Yeah.
And them going to me, Andy, go and ask him where he is, and then let me know, and then I'll go and talk to him.
Okay. Yeah.
Being open to that
So
conversation.
That's top.
And I remember being like, yeah, this is me.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this. Like this is
Yeah.
clicking because
Yeah.
I'm that way, you're that way.
Yeah.
And they also ask me how I am, which sounds really weird. I didn't often get asked that before. These gaffers, like, how are you, Ali? You all right?
Yeah.
Look a bit tired. Like, yeah, I am tired today.
Yeah.
Oh, if you want to go home early, go. Oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. But I think it's about as a for that season, you're like a little family. I know people don't like both home football family, but going forwards in that season, you're like you're a family, a tribe. You're a little war machine. You're together and you're fighting every enemy that comes your way.
Yeah.
And it brings a new kind of tightness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Because
does.
you're ultimately together. You've got a shared aim.
Yeah.
You understand each other.
Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's how I feel it works. I think I'm open to being spoken to. I'm very comfortable being speaking to about things.
Have you ever had, and you don't have to go obviously into it. Have you ever had a situation where somebody's spoken to you about something like extremely deep, like a player, and it's just something you can't shake?
I had to act on it when
Yeah.
it was told to me, and I won't go into details because
Yeah,
I think
of
if the
course.
player hears it, he'll know exactly who it is,
Yeah.
and so will his teammates.
Yeah,
Dare
of
I
course, yeah.
say?
So yeah, that's
But he'd
fine.
been playing quite badly, having issues at home. He was quite a young player, and I had a chat with him. I remember he told me to F off, and I went, "That's really unlike him."
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
"What's up, mate?" He goes, "No." I said, "No, come in the room with me." He goes,
Yeah.
"I'm not going to shout at you. What's going on?
Yeah.
You're not right. Something's wrong."
Yeah,
Told him
it's
what was going on, and I'm being like, oh, "You poor little thing. Like, why didn't you tell anybody?" He's like, "I just don't know how to even start it," and he was in bits, to be fair, and that upset me because he was very upset. So it'll come out at once. And I remember I went up to his family member involved. And I spoke to him and said, "This is what you're doing to this kid."
Yeah.
Like because we're adults. He's not
Yeah, of
quite an
course.
adult yet. I'm an
Yeah.
adult and you're an adult.
Yeah.
Like what you're doing is having this impact on him, and he
Yeah.
was so upset by that having an impact on his son,
Yeah.
and it actually changed the whole situation around because they didn't pick up and discuss it amongst themselves,
Yeah.
and he couldn't see what he was doing, and his son was trying to protect him, and it was, but it impacted me for the power of how talking to people can help.
Yeah.
Also, like not going in and being like, "What are you doing? How are you doing that?" Going full EastEnders vibe on it, and like, "Get out of my pub," or what business.
Yeah. I know
But the whole thing of like just being reasonable and saying, "Look, man, let me try and help mediate this a little bit."
Yeah.
Even with gaffers, I try and mediate. Like mediation is really important sometimes because if you're in one trench, I'm in the other trench, and you can't see eye to eye, it's got to be a middle ground at some point, right?
And do you know what it is as well? See, like, this is why I'm saying, like, the football environment, it could be the best thing or the worst thing.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because we're lucky that we've got people like you, but not everyone's
No.
like you.
Yeah.
No.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
It's a skill set.
This is it.
It's
So
a skill set.
that young boy, imagine if he was at another club where the physio didn't care.
I'll be fair,
you
like
get what I mean?
if when their performances drop and you think why? Because I always think like yes, so and so's playing badly, but why?
Yeah.
Are they injured? Is there something else going on at the moment? And I have to find out why. I'm just nosy. Maybe I'm just nosy.
Yeah.
But I have to ask them like, "You okay?" Because like I've noticed you're not playing that well at the minute. That's really unlike you.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how often they go, "No one's asked me that, man." Like actually, my kid. Normally, when I get most often is my kid's not sleeping. I've got a new baby at home, or work's been really busy, or they're
Yeah.
worried about something, or something else is going on, or they're when I get a lot of, and it breaks my heart. Obviously, you guys feeling on this because you guys are probably more involved with it than I am. But when players come out of academies and they're heartbroken,
Yeah.
and it that's the one that probably gets me the most when they've had all their dreams absolutely smashed, the rug's out from under them, and they don't know which way to look.
And I can definitely agree with that. I feel like there's not enough help for academy players
definitely not.
or players that come out of the academy. There is some.
Yeah.
I don't want to say there's none. Obviously, there's the PFA and other organised, but there's not enough. Because if you look at the amount of boys that get released or the amount of boys that get that come out of the academy,
Yeah.
it's like they're just thrown into the sea and saying go swim.
Yeah,
But
and
then
then they
even
turn up in non-league football,
Yeah.
and they're like a bit like, this is beneath me, but then they're
Yeah.
like, but is it?
Yeah.
This is my point. But
Yeah.
because they've always been in that system, they basically don't know about
No.
non-league, and they look down on it because they feel
Yeah.
like they should be in the Prem. But
Yeah,
But then just to add to that, you look at it with the young people that get released. Like for some of them boys that get released, it's not just the fact that I've been rejected by a football club. It's the fact that for some of the parents, they're like, this is our way out.
yeah,
This is and-
some
and-
of them.
yeah, do you
Oh
know-
my God, I would say like 70% of these parents do that.
and then it's like, for some of the young boys, it's like, well, I was expecting to look after my family with this. So
Yeah.
that pressure that they put on there is mental. But then when you go to the girls' side of things as well, right? You look at it, let's say, for example, you're at a girls' team and maybe, let's say, you go to under 16s, but they might not have the full step to go to a full women's team. They might not have the full step to maybe go to a under 21s or something like that. So
Yeah.
for them, it's just like, okay, so where do we go now?
Yeah.
Like, so it's even that support for the women's side of things. That like when they're finished at that age, what is the next step? I'm not ready to go first team
exactly
yet.
this.
I can't
And
go first
It's
team.
how I said I felt lost during COVID.
Yeah.
That's how they feel.
Yeah.
And so I empathise a bit. 'Cause
Yeah.
It takes me back there a little bit. Like, I remember feeling like that. We've all
Yeah.
felt like a loss,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Everyone's had a moment of being like, I don't know what I'm doing next.
Yeah.
And then I think what gets a lot of these young players is when they talk to their teammates in non-league and they go, I was at a Crystal Palace 10 years ago. You're like,
Yeah.
what? You can get back into it.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, is this it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, is this me now?
Yeah.
Do I have to go and work in an office or go and work somewhere else and give up on a dream that's massive for them?
Yeah.
Like my dream was a pro football. I just went non-league. I was really in it. I was like, oh, this is great anyway. I love it, and it was kind of like my awakening. For them, it must be like a nightmare. Like everything that can go wrong has gone wrong.
Yeah.
Where do they start? I don't know.
I don't think this is why I say that they're not prepped because they need to know that this could happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and this is what I say about football. Football, if you're not mentally strong, if you're not built for it, it's either you're gonna be very successful. It's gonna eat you up and chew you out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you
100%.
because, as I said, football's a business. It's a
Yeah.
results game.
Yeah. Yeah.
The manager and the owner ain't thinking. They can't think about everyone all the time.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I've said this
Yeah.
before. Like
Yeah.
a manager's job is to control the whole changing room. But if that player's upset and that player's upset, and how does he?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
They haven't got. I mean, even the managers get upset.
This is it.
Who
He
asks
might
them
have
what's
family
going on?
Like the manager could have
Yeah.
a family problem, then
Yeah.
he's still got to govern the whole change room. So it's tough. And
Yeah.
as I said, that's where even it getting released, it's not personal.
Yeah.
It's not personal,
It's
but
not
for
at all.
that person that's been
Yeah.
released, it's personal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you get what I
definitely.
mean?
You know what, you see it a lot with these fitness influencers where they go like, oh, you about keep pushing, keep trying hard. Pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah.
Pressure makes dust too.
Yeah.
And we forget that information
Yeah.
when we say
Yeah.
that
That's
information.
it.
Now, pressure
Trust
makes
me.
diamonds,
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
dust and
Yeah.
sand
Yeah.
and everything else
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've got to bear in mind that these kids are crushed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
100%.
takes a community and a family to build them back up again.
Have to.
Yeah.
And I've got some skills, but I can't get them back into football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't give them their. I can say, "Oh, I'll be fine. Don't worry," and it
Yeah.
might not be fine.
Have you ever had an injury that was like career ending that you've had to deal with, or something that you like? This rehabilitation's taken for a lot. It's going to take a
I've not
long
had many. I'll be honest. I've been quite
Okay, that's
lucky in
good.
that respect.
Yeah.
I think I probably had some I don't know about where they maybe come back in and then they dropped
Yeah.
out of football years later.
Yeah.
I think it's you see them. Everyone hits a fatigue point in football when they're doing rehab.
Yeah.
And normally when it's stuck in the room with me, everyone's outside playing football and the world's gone by them and they're in their head,
Yeah.
they're out
What's
the
that like? Yeah.
You can see them. It get almost like rehab fatigue, where they either stop coming in,
Yeah.
which is fine. I will let them do it and say, look, if you're fed up, go and do a week elsewhere and come back in.
Yeah.
Or I take their rehab outside, so they're near the boys, visible, and they can try and do a bit more with the lads around. Or I try and put them into like a bit of training if I can. I go to the gaffer, what are you doing tonight? Oh, you're doing some running? Cool. I might put in Jimmy. Poor Jimmy today, by the way. He's had everything, hasn't he? Put Jimmy back in so he can do a bit of running with the boys. So he's in the team again.
Yeah.
Albeit I might pull him out for the
game.
game
football,
bits.
yeah,
I'm quite keen on doing that. I think it keeps him in touch with things. Ultimately, sometimes it's just about chatting and acknowledging that he's going really hard at the minute, or talking to the gaffer. The gaffer, Jim's having a really hard time. Can have a little chat with him yourself. I think it's worse in pro game. I've heard rumours being like people being injured and the gaffer will ignore them until they're fit again. And that happens. I understand. I've not seen it.
I've been a product of that.
Yep.
I'll tell you that
And
right now.
that's. I mean, there's a social conditioning aspect to that about how that makes you feel as a person that I can't even go into I'm not qualified enough to discuss how that would mess you up in your head personally.
Listen,
it's abandonment, isolation. It's all the above. Right?
I'll tell you a bit about my. That I can tell you.
If you don't mind.
Yeah. So this is when I was 19, Notts County. Obviously, I'm not going to name whatever, but so at the time, just moved from London, went up to Nottingham, so it was all new for me. So staying up there by myself, getting used to living by myself, having to cook and clean, and luckily I had a couple of friends in the team. I went on loan the season before, then ended up signing for the team after. But I ended up getting injured, and the manager just ignored me the whole time I was injured. Like, I'd say, morning gaffer, he wouldn't say...
You're not alone in that.
Listen, let me tell you something. When I'd say morning gaffer, he would walk past me and not say a thing. Because I was injured.
Because
I was 19, bro, as well. Imagine that. I was the youngest in the team.
Bad.
They would call it character building.
But for me, like, if I'm honest here, but do you know what? I'm kind of like you. Like, that kind of prepared me for football. Because now, because I went through that, any other manager that tried to do anything couldn't. You can't break me now.
No.
Yeah. I've gone through the maddest things. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So in a way, it wasn't good because at that time I was 19. I was and I was depressed and stressed. I even wanted to stop playing football at that time as well. But now when I look back at it, when I left that team, I was like, well, if I get any other manager like this, I've already gone through this, so I can handle it now.
It's how they build resilience.
Yeah.
It's not the way I would do it.
No, I definitely wouldn't do it.
But I think there's an element of that's why the old school used to build resilience.
That's what it is. It's like new school managers ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Old school managers.
I don't think you can get away with it now with new school managers.
It's bullying.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, how can you say hello to someone and they just say not just ignore you? Like, do you know what I mean? Like to a youngster as well. Imagine I'm the youngest in the team, and it's just intimidating anyway. So that you should just. But again, luckily I had good pros around me that was there and says, don't worry about it. If I had to deal with it by myself, I don't know what I would have done, but I had people that helped me through them things. So
I do think it's interesting that we're all bringing up the same things in different contexts, right?
Yeah, facts.
Isolation,
feeling
alone, feeling overwhelmed, feeling worried, lack of resilience.
This is it.
But we all got through it, right?
Yeah. This is
in our own ways.
100%.
There's no
I agree.
That's why mental health doesn't have any kind of restrictions.
100% not.
It doesn't say to you, you know what, League Two, I'm gonna pass that one.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Prem. Nah, I don't really want to touch that. Oh, Tandridge. Yeah, you know what, we'll focus. No, like it doesn't say, doesn't skip.
And even
managers.
if you say that, I'm happy you said that as well, because there's some big Prem players that have come out and said, look at Dele Alli.
Yeah.
And look at them big Prem players that have, and then as you said, you go down to the non-league, it's the same thing, but the only difference is the circumstances of the player.
Exactly that.
Do you get what I mean? Some players might have resources to go and get the help. Some players might not have the resources to go and get the help.
And that's why at my club I make sure I'm that resource.
100%.
But you know what's so crazy?
I don't know what I have no idea what that player's going home to.
But you know what's so crazy? At the same breath as well, although it was the COVID era and stuff like that, but like they had no idea what you're going home to.
Yeah, facts.
And I think it's crazy because I look at it and I think to myself, wow, like I've known what a physiotherapist does on the surface, because that's what we need a physio, But when I look at it now, I'm thinking to myself, you were saying something about rehab, and you were saying about if you feel fatigue and you feel like, but if you're not in the best space mentally while they're doing their rehab, that could send them back even further.
100%,
like,
and it weighs on you.
Because it's like they're like, well, come to physio. Ali's not in the best mood. I can't get out on the pitch. Like so you then have to basically put all your stuff to the back burner
100%.
To make sure that you're in a positive mood for them.
Until this season, I would never let them see me be anywhere near upset. This season, I've been because of the work I'm doing with the support network for the physios. I'm been more honest,
which we're going to get onto,
right? And I've I've told players I'm not in a good place today.
Yeah.
Just let you know I'm really tired or I'm a bit hormonal, or whatever else is going on in my life.
Yeah.
And they've been so respectful and responsive to it that I was shocked. Like, they do get it.
Yeah.
Like, one of them got me a can of Coke,
Yeah.
which is nice, and then another one drank it for me, which is really nice as well. That's the 16-year-olds for you. But
and do you know what I was gonna say as well?
Yeah.
Sorry, talking about physios as
No,
well.
of course.
There's good ones and bad ones as well. Trust me.
Yeah.
Like this is what I'm saying. Relationships are so important because if you and the physio don't get on, that could make your life so hard at that club. I promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you.
I won't name any names because it's not fair.
Yeah.
But there are one of the reasons why this network has come about is because as a physio, I see some great work. I see some not so great work, and I'm very keen to try and give us the skills in non-league to develop and grow. Because I like to believe the ones that aren't so good are because they lack experience and don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't think it's because they're purposely being. No one will work this much and be just being nasty.
Of course not. Yeah.
I'm hoping to believe that.
Yeah.
And if they are like that, I'm going to root them out. Dare I say?
Yeah.
And then because they're giving me a bad name as well, equally.
Yeah.
So I think it's a role it's underappreciated by the people who don't know it.
Yeah.
If you're a player that needs one and you've got a good one, you'll know that. You'll know them off. You'll have the number on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a good one. As you said, I feel like they're doing it. If the physio's not so well, I think they're choosing to be like that.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Not like obviously they you have to go uni and do all that. I'm not saying that, but it's a choice, isn't it? So you can decide to be a certain way, or you can decide to be that way.
And
do you know what I mean?
But I think it's sometimes with like it's some and this is what I say to some of my people's like, you've got to identify the difference between someone that's racist and someone that's ignorant. Because sometimes they're two different things. Sometimes there's somebody that's like brought up and they've heard a certain term, and then that's because they've heard by their family, but they mean nothing by it. Like, and there's like, do you know what? Prime example, I had one colleague at work, one of my work colleagues back in the day, like, but they said something. I said to him, listen, bro, you can't say it. Like, they were like, Kel, I would never say anything like I'll be real. I've just heard it around my family, blah 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, cool. You just can't say that. But like, I know that person's not racist. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
So it's one of those ones where I feel like even in this footballing world, there's things where certain managers, like for example, have brought up the old-fashioned way, and they've still taken on that trait, and they think that is the way to manage.
That's how they've been as a player treated.
Yeah, exactly that. Or they just and that's how they treat.
And rather than you reflect on it and go, actually, I'm going to be better than that next time. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
They might go, actually, it made me into who I am. So that will help my players.
Exactly.
Next.
Facts.
Very, very not off topic, but it's like, I don't know if you remember. Do you remember Sam Allardyce? Yeah. And he used to have the headset that used to go around him. He used to always have this thing around his, what do you call it, right? And then when he got sacked, Sammy Lee took over, right? And Sammy Lee was his assistant.
I know.
And he just looked like a littler version of Sam Allardyce, right? He had the thing there and everything like that, right? And it's like, that's because of what he's
learned.
That's what he's learned.
Nature
you know what I mean?
nurture.
Exactly that. So it is one of those things of where, as you've just saying, like, it's if you can find some bad physios, you can find some good.
But that's it. That's every walk of life, man.
And you know what? Just to sorry to interject, bro. You know what it is? It's just while it's in my head now, it's crazy how we're having this conversation, right? And how we're talking about how beautiful football is, right? But then, in the same respects, you've got managers going through their own mental health, players going through their own mental health, physiotherapists going through their own mental health, all under the one club. And nobody really knows too much of what's going on.
And it's football that connects us.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing that kind of brings you back to the sanity, if you will.
And if I say I'm not saying like moving on from being upset. It's what you have to focus on what's positive sometimes. It can be really hard when you've got a wood full of negativity to find that tree that's positive.
Yeah, facts.
But you'll find it if you look.
Yeah.
If you can't find it, ask someone.
Yeah.
They'll help you look.
Yeah.
I'll help them look. It's not a problem.
I know you will.
I will get my flashlight out at midnight and go and hunt around Catford, avoiding Fritz, hopefully.
Big up Fritz.
And I will go and I will find the positivity tree if I need to. All right.
So before we wrap up, talk to us about the Sports Therapy Network. Talk to us about that, why you started it. Or we've heard some of it, but give us a bit more information
So,
of what it is, where you
I
can
kind
find
of touched
it.
on it already. So I've been
Yeah.
in football a really long time, and I think I had some really good people supporting me, and I've been quite lucky in probably where I've landed up. We'll call it lucky. Won't call it is me working hard and getting there myself. But
I'm gonna call it God. But yeah.
wherever
wherever
spiritual
yeah,
being brought me here, I
exactly.
bless them very much.
Yeah.
But essentially, I get, because I've been around so long and everyone's got my number in non-league football, it turns out, most footballers, when their physios are having problems, their footballers give them my number and say, give
Right,
Ali a call,
okay.
she'll talk to you. And invariably I do. And when I've had a really long week at football and work, and I've got a phone call from a very young physio crying in the phone because a gaffer's done X, Y, and Z, or they've got this going on in their life. And I just thought that, I remember I had that really horrible feeling one day of, what if I don't answer that phone? I'm pretty good. I'm terrible at the minute I answer my phone. I'm really sorry for everyone in my DMs, but what if I don't answer it? Who helps them? And I thought, if one of the olders now in football, physio, I hate being off olders, but I am. I've got to step
Experienced.
up. Experienced. A bit like a fine wine or whiskey, depending on your outlook on life. But it's my job now to step up and give them something. And maybe it's about the need to have something when I'm not here that outlives me in football.
Love that.
I'll say it quietly because some people's very twitchy about the idea of me not being here anymore. But I think it's something that's going to outlive my legacy in football.
Yeah.
Rather than just being, Ali was a good physio. She was all right. And then I'm hoping that this might be a way of getting us as non-league physios together, because who understands us better than us? And as I said, I like to believe that it isn't ignorance that's causing them not be as good.
Yeah.
I think it's understanding and opportunity.
Yeah.
'Cause the ones that I speak to are keen.
Yeah.
They're just young and a bit like me when I was unqualified, going, I just want to learn.
Yeah.
And Steve drove me home on the way home from football to talk about how the offside rule worked that day, whatever he did to help me, or Alex throwing me in the deep end, or showing me how to wrap a knee, or that side of things. So I want to try and give back now. I want to try and be an Alex to other people, but I can't do it on a one-to-one basis. So we're going to use each other to try and do it.
Yeah.
And so far it's been good. We've got to find a better way of doing it than WhatsApp, because WhatsApp is all the time at the moment. But we're hoping to build a platform that will give physios the chance of somewhere to go when they're struggling, or got a bad injury, don't know what to do, or want to vent and want to be safe. Because you vent on Twitter and you get everyone on Twitter going, "Oh my God, that's wrong. What are you doing?" Everyone's got an opinion on Twitter, right? Or ref Twitter jumps in and goes, "No, how can you shout at a ref?" Refs have got it. We need to have it as well. Refs have got similar. Refs are in a worse position than me because they haven't got anyone to go to, and everyone's shouting what they're doing it wrong. So, that's kind of where it's come from. It's come from a place of wanting to help grow us into a better organisation, and then be able to go to the FA and say, "Look, I've got all the physios non-league in this group. What can you do for us?"
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Because at the minute they don't want to do very much for us.
And where is it at the moment? How is it getting on?
So we've got, I think, it's either 150 or 200 members so far.
Wow. Brilliant.
We're going to start doing some podcasting stuff from next week, which I'm leading on.
Yeah.
I don't really want to.
Yeah.
So I might hit you guys with some experience and advice, that's all right.
Yeah.
But a lot of teaching stuff. We've got two major brands want to get involved with us.
Oh, amazing.
So I've got to meet with them in the coming weeks. So it's looking really positive. And I thought I'd put it on Twitter, a little thread of how I was feeling, and I felt a bit alone some days and isolated, and be honest about how I feel about football sometimes. And I thought I'd get two people follow me. One was my mum or my dad or something. And actually I got a massive outpouring from it, and it had people coming in from everywhere. Yeah. So we've got to find a better platform than WhatsApp, but I'm working on it, as well as working in a hospital and at football at the minute with injuries. But it's looking much more positive. I thought people wouldn't even bother. I couldn't say, well, I tried, but no one wanted to do it, so now I can step away. And it hasn't happened. I've had to step up a little bit.
I think what I will say first of all is that if you do have anybody that wants to come on from your network, after they see this, we're hoping that they're going to want to come on, because like these stories here are the stories that we need to hear.
And people don't speak to physios.
Yeah. Well, we want to speak to physios.
I have hundreds coming on here.
Yeah, we want to speak to
honestly.
physios. But second to that as well is that I don't think you understand the significant role that you play in people's lives. And I think I'm not surprised that you've got over 200 members and it's not your mum and your dad that's just gonna, because
Mum's just trying to get in. I said, no, Mum, no, you're not getting in there today.
I think it's because, you know what, it's deeper than it just being the sports therapist network. It's because it's you.
I don't know about that.
I definitely think
it's
because people want to support you.
I'm not going to fit my head through Blackwell Tunnel on the way home, guys. I'm going to struggle.
But do you know what it is? It's you're in safe hands.
I'll always look
Yeah,
after people, man.
exactly that.
That's the
Like,
minimum, right?
Listen, you've been an amazing guest.
Amazing.
Thank you, man.
Before we go, I've got to ask you this question though. We always ask all of our guests at the end of it. What advice would you give to anyone that was struggling?
Be brave. Ask for help.
Love that.
It's brave and it's
Yeah.
scary doing that, but ask. And the right person will find you.
Yeah.
Dare I say, if no one finds you, get in my DMs and I'll help you.
Do you want to let them know where you're at? If you want to put your DMs in, yeah.
That's my DMs, are you?
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
see how it is. Right. It's at Little Physio, because I'm little and I'm a physio. It works, right? The brand, this is all PR, by the way.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
And what about your network? Is that
Yeah, is it just through WhatsApp or is it?
It's probably better to give me a message on Twitter, but essentially, if you it's locked, so managers can't get into it. 'Cause we've got a lot of managers trying to get into it at the moment.
Yeah.
So just to give them a bit, while we're growing it, just to give a bit of space for people to explore what they're doing. But give me a shout and I'll put you in. I'll get you the link. It's on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Alison,
Amazing.
thank you so much,
That's
man.
all right.
Thank you. Listen. Before we go,
No quiz,
we go,
yay!
no, yeah, we're at that time. We're
Oh,
at that
no.
time. So listen, have you got a pen there?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
Oh, you tried it.
What a switch.
Oh, okay, right. Turn that
Wow,
over. Turn
you're not
that
from
over.
Catford, are you? Wow.
Right. So
Oh my goodness.
this is a quiz
Oh, I'm
on.
dreading this.
No, don't dread it because what I've done is I've made it a little bit easier actually.
Oh, this is worse when I can't get anything right now.
Right, so what I'm gonna do? Let me move away because Miles like to.
You think I'm gonna
Looking at
cheat?
your phone.
Yeah, 'cause Miles
I'm
tries
not gonna
Miles-
cheat.
Miles
Are
tries
people
try and
open to
look.
bribes? I've got a tenner purse. Anyone wants
Right.
to help me
Yeah,
out?
So
gonna
what
cheat.
I'm gonna do is anagrams. Yeah.
Oh no, that's the
Yeah.
worst thing.
But what they're all football clubs.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say some things. Right. I'm gonna say the words out. Right.
Oh god.
And then you've got to tell me what football club this is.
We've got to
by
write it down,
unscram-
right?
Yeah. So write down what I'm gonna say, just so you can actually see it. I'll let
Okay.
I'll let you give the opportunity to actually see it. Right. So the first one, right? Untied. Yeah. UNTIED. Stunt. STUNT. And then out. What football club is that when you rearrange the letters?
Oh my god.
I've got the first one, the last bit. Oh, I don't
Right.
know.
That's the first one, yeah?
Whoa.
Right? That's the first one,
Wait.
yeah? Second
I
one.
haven't even got the first
Wait, you
one.
see the wait. You see the two does it obviously is I've written it down.
You've written
here,
it out,
But
but
is this are these can these two be together or not? Or
You,
separate?
literally, you
All of
basically find a football club within that.
Oh, within the whole
Yeah,
okay,
within the whole-
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. All right, do you know what? Let's have you found it?
I've got the last bit. I'm not sure. Look at the
Okay,
king.
okay.
Wow.
I've got the
Right,
first
right,
bit.
okay, right,
Oh,
cool.
together, be straight up. We can
Yeah.
get it right.
Right, next one. Right, next one. An, A-N, interim, INTERIM-L.
Oh, I'm so rubbish at this.
Oh, I got that.
Oh,
I got
no.
that. I got that. I
Oh
got
my
that.
God, I haven't got.
I got that. I
Oh,
got
God.
that. I
Okay,
got that. I
cool.
got that. I
Do you
got
like an
that.
exam like a
Right.
flash stream?
Next one.
1 sec.
Next one.
Oh, because I made it easy for
I
you.
got that one.
Warden,
Go on.
WARDEN. Cry, CRY. Rears,
CRI.
CRY.
CRY.
Yeah. And then Rears, REARS.
Oh,
What football club is that?
Oh, I know that one. I think I got that one. Oh.
Next one.
Wait.
No,
wait,
move on quickly.
Yeah, next one.
Fast, bro.
Next one. We've got
Bro, you're going too fast.
Duel.
Oh, no, I haven't got it. Oh.
Duel.
Bro, it's too fast.
Doesn't matter. Quick fire. Duel. DUEL. Dens. DENS. Tie. TIE.
Oh, my goodness.
What football club is that? You got one more after this.
I just...
Bro, you have to give us time though.
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write the rest out and then I'm gonna give you some time to actually think about them.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
The last one, yeah. Last one is Churn, CHURN.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roche, ROCH. UH. Right. I'm gonna give you a couple.
I got
that one. They're not Premier League, right?
No, they're all different clubs.
Oh, now
all right?
I'm getting a better idea of what some of them are.
I've
Right,
got that
okay.
one. I've got that one.
So I'm gonna give you a minute.
Oh,
A
God.
minute?
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna give you a minute.
Well,
There's
one
my
of them I know
stopwatch.
now because I realise you're not in. I know
Yeah,
where you're
no,
coming
yeah,
from. Yeah,
right,
now,
so,
now I might have
I'm gonna
half.
give you a minute.
I've got 2 of them. I ain't got.
Imagine one of them would have got on one. Would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? One of them's SC Dons, by the way.
I can't keep that out for a minute.
I
ain't keep it out for a
I
minute.
don't know what this one.
How many have you got?
Oh, got
how
that
many?
one,
How
I got
many
that
have you
one,
got?
I got that
How
one.
many have you got?
I got that.
Okay,
I got.
you got it. Yeah.
I got 1, 2,
30 seconds.
3. I ain't got this one. I don't know this one.
And I got one tiebreaker just in case.
You won't need it.
You're gonna win this.
Oh no.
What is this one, man? No, the first one.
Don't tell him anything.
Nope.
I've got the second one. I got the third one, and I got the last one. I ain't got the middle 2.
Stop. Right. Please swap over the boards, please.
I don't really want to.
Yeah, please swap over the boards,
I'm happy
please.
to just show you.
And for branding
I'm
purposes,
sure I
we'll put
spelt-
the boards up like this.
I feel like one of them I might have spelt wrong, which probably was
Yeah, I spelled something wrong as well, but don't worry.
Okay, that's
We know
fine.
it,
Don't
we
worry
know
about
it.
that. Oh, I saw one already. That Mars, you were so close. Right. Okay. Cool. Right. So the first one I did was
I think I spelled it wrong.
Oh, you got that right. Yeah, you did get-
untied
Yeah.
stunt out. That is Sutton
Well
United.
done.
God,
You got
man.
that right. I didn't get
Yeah.
I
that.
was thinking United. That's not how you feel Manchester.
Yeah,
Right.
I got that. I
The
got that.
second
I
one
didn't think about
I
that.
put on was An Interim L.
Oh my god.
The name of that club is Inter Milan.
Whoa!
Oh, I know. You know what? I thought it was into something. I was thinking what?
Inter Milan. You
I
put
think
Miami.
I forgot. Oh my god. You know what? I've just thought Inter.
Yeah.
And I've just thought Miami.
Yeah.
That's
No,
the first one.
That's what you call branding,
Oh,
by the
yeah,
way.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
brand
yeah.
Beckham right
Yeah,
there.
exactly
My
that.
Lord. I
Next
thought-
one. Warden
Yeah, she got
Cry
this one.
Rears
She beat me.
is Cray Wanderers.
Imagine if I got that wrong.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, I mean, that,
Oh,
you
God.
know,
Yeah.
like you said. Now you said when
Nah,
you said
the
non-league. That's when I started thinking.
The bottom
Okay.
one was like, oh, now I get what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
she said when he said non-league, I was like, okay, nah, there's non-league teams.
right.
I didn't think that.
Dual
I don't know what
Dens.
this was.
tie.
I don't know what that was.
I was in
didn't put
blind
nothing.
panic at this
I
point.
didn't put nothing.
Leeds United.
Oh my god.
That's why I didn't write it, because
Bro,
offensive.
That's crazy. Like
As a West Ham fan, I simply can't write their name.
And then last but not least, Churn Roche
I've never won against this team. Not once.
Hornchurch.
Not once.
She beat me.
That's,
Listen,
that's mad.
There we go.
That's mad.
There we
honestly.
go.
I don't know how I've
Sutton.
done that.
Yeah,
I can't.
Su-
but
yeah.
see the
Inter Miami killed
that
you.
Done me. That done
Inter
me.
Miami
I'm
killed you.
glad
Oh my
because I don't want to do a
God.
tie. What's the tiebreaker? I'm not.
Oh, the tiebreaker. Oh, you want to go to the tiebreaker?
No, I don't want to go for no way.
Okay,
Wills.
okay.
Give me a chance.
All right. The tiebreaker. Now, this you lot are not getting this one.
Go on. Let's see.
Radical.
Oh my god.
RADICAL.
Wait. C A L. Yep.
Time. TIME. Dotto.
What?
DOTTO.
What's the long one?
DOTTO.
DATTO. Sorry.
DA. Oh, DO. I'm glad I didn't go to tiebreaker. I would have cried.
Radical time Dotto.
Yeah.
Oh wait. No, I ain't got it. I thought I had it. thought I had it. Have you got it?
No.
Let me see. Oh,
I'm gonna pass that one.
I ain't got it. No,
I'll give you another
it's
one.
not. It's not a time breaker. She won.
I know, but I'm gonna give you another one anyway. Yeah.
This is now the podcast.
Yeah.
Wait a second, let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That one's mad.
You spelled it wrong. If that's the case, then
I don't know what that was. What was that one?
I think I spelled it wrong. Yeah, that was Atletico Madrid.
Oh yeah, impossible. I would have never got that. I would have never got that.
You wouldn't have got that.
No way. Listen. We've
it
got
can't
to win.
be athletic. You've even got a H in it, have you?
Yeah,
That's what it was. No. Atletico don't have a H.
Is it
Have
not?
a H. No.
Are you spelling it
No.
the Spanish way?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Doesn't have a
see.
H.
We've
Okay.
got a winner, you know. We've got a winner.
I was trying to give you some
No,
help.
we don't. I don't need a choice.
All right, let's not go into it. Well done. Listen, Ali, thank you so
That's
much for
all right.
coming on. Honestly, we really appreciate you. And thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for coming onto this space. And just thank you for being you
Thank you.
in general. Like, yeah, I think if we make a football team, yeah, we know who the physio is.
No.
You have to
Yeah,
fight
yeah,
Cookie,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
And Cookie can fight.
Hey, listen, Cookie's my guy, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have to fight him for you because boy, whoever's been privy to or have had the pleasure of meeting Ali, and this is the first time we've met.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
We got mutuals.
yeah,
right?
we got mutuals.
Lots of
Yeah,
mutuals.
lots of mutuals via Insta, and it's like, yeah, like for me to meet you now, I feel like, yeah, you are a good person. You got great
thank
energy,
you.
and I genuinely
Really
wish the
kind.
best for you.
Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you for making this space for footballers to speak. To be honest, it's really important.
No, we appreciate you coming
Really,
on, man,
really like
definitely.
underrated conversations.
Thank you, man.
No,
Thank
this
you.
is
Incredibly
dope.
important.
This is dope. So for anybody that is struggling, please go onto our mental health pages on our website, which is obviously www.thesetpiecepodcast.com. I'm Kerry Phillips,
I'm Miles Weston.
and this is the Set Piece Podcast.
If you've been affected by anything discussed in this episode, we encourage you to seek support. Visit our mental health resources page at www.thesetpiecepodcast.com for help, guidance, and more information. Because when it comes to mental health, every mind deserves extra time.